No sia boade shimama ya mamu nyina achen ya mo akwa abada Badwam TV no sia kase so anopen samosie na brason sauti bi esa Adom kase ne etodwa wo mu bi ya wo betie nie osofo agenasare de ato electoral commission panifo anim 2024 won hwe na wo bi a wo ye bia wo abato mu na mu beda ho finchim ya wo bi anya menasepo bia ye de sansam no ebeba yebekwa ha for regional security council no so de nhye na ato bomafo so se enra enwumre no numu no ena anopai no nso eno mo besore die ntia eno ne nsem bi na anopai mede bro Adom TV Badwam kase wo Facebook /Adom TV kase no dem wo ho Go TV na won so a channel 176 ena DSTV 280 media fia amankwa tamaklo afia ni die kwa sutie se den nsam ni chiremo ankasa etie so for penny ya wada Paris Chapel International no Bishop Charles Agenasare ede samahodo atudwa ewo 2024 abato okese do my Ghana anim na sama odi tudwa nyina ne say commission ehwe won ya abato ehun sam so no wo hwe na abato na hyase na wieye bibia mu beda ho fan sebe yo bi anya menasepo Adom TV kase etwaso.
Without peace and tranquility, countries struggle to develop and citizens become despondent. Political parties play major roles in maintaining peace or otherwise of countries, including Ghana. As we move into major campaign activities towards the 2024 elections, all parties must endeavor to maintain the peace of the country. No matter the circumstances we find ourselves, we can elect our leaders through the ballot and not the bullet. The NDC, as the party that ushered the Fourth Republic dispensation, also has a duty to ensure your conduct protects this democracy. The Electoral Commission should do all in their power to diffuse the tension using the IPAC. It's only they who can do that. The IPAC in the past has been a good forum that has helped. It shouldn't be destroyed. The EC should work to bring its stakeholders together for the peace and good of the nation and not divide them. The dealings of the EC should be so transparent that winners will be acknowledged by all and losers will be seen by all to have lost. Political parties must steer more towards research-based decisions and choices if they want to carry the people along. Let's be mindful that decisions based on narrow group interest often causes gross disaffection and internal apathy. As we get closer to the next elections, we don't need fanciful, unrealistic, and ill-researched promises just aimed at winning power.
Adom kase na ogiso so no yedemo kwa hafo mantam ne mo na for regional minister George Boache ene mpanifo e kan regional security council no ho akwa asetena amene interior minister and national security minister wo mu nyina so ka ho bia yede nhye na eyeka FUB ato adehia wo mo boma wotano north mensinimo animanimi ya me kase na no na hyase enura enumre no num ade besi ene anopa no nso ni nyina ye hinsemu manso twene ntokwa bia ma ne musuntia Adom kase etwaso.
Sa curfew year ahafo mantamu so afo ene ahafo regional security council no aka wo ho abomu a wode ato omanfo a wote boma so no wo hwe ne mu kwan se efri enwumre no num ekosi anopa no nso no ene wode bedi dwuma esane se ahemfo nsemu ntawantawa ekoso ama enam so ma basabasa yo asie ama enipa num epreprenti ena ahafo rexek ede curfew ato omanfo a wote boma so so omanfo beka yi a ebeye ebre kakra ntemu nie no ahemfo nsemu ntawantawa ekoso ewo enipa mienu ntem ewo ekrumu honomo George Boache eye ahafo mantamu so afo wone mambo adwumayefo a wonom ewo mantamu honomo a ene squatin a woye Tano South Mensini Krachi ene ya osebo ahena woye esunafo North Mensini Krachi akọ ensrahwe ewo krum honomo akọhwe senia tebia no esitie wonom ensrahwe ni mu no woko ebusua wondihye efiri mu no efie koma wonom ya akọ mu ene wo hye bambo adwumayefo nyina se ne nam so ema asabasa ye no esiye no wonye hwehwemu ensiase na wo ma tentrene enya adwuma we ya chire na ebusuakuo mienu a saa ahemfonta wei ekoso wonom ntamu no wane wonom kotena ase edi ano baba yiye esere wonom se wo madwebre emra kroni mu saa enkratai Frempong Andrews a we personal assistant emma ahafomantamu swafo na nensa ehyasie
My Ghana nsa de yensa yema ye pacho so wona aboye mbosia no nkebe ye agya wom gugu niema mu sebe ye ne tua no ebetumi akroyie nanso nei owura bi e basikasem mu ntutu ya wabene pa ye Michael anan wodi atodwa se de mo yaboso mu ye fi se taxes ne de afekwa ne ye de bi ba bekeka ho emu nkyere mu ne Adom TV kase edi nkomo ye
creditors no be certain institutions any governments of other nations and we have the Euro bonds no so no young crown entrepreneurs any business people in the investment market omodi omusika be share your mind anti we debt exchange program no now we share my so our ball loans concessionary loans in so no we share also say we say ebinum betumi de bi acheye ana na looking at the global outlook no I think say we are trying to make a case say COVID and Ukraine into no my share na omonsoya sinkakra na I mean if it goes well good for us. But these countries are almost no, they are going to go into some recession as it has been predicted in terms of the global economy. No, we might get some results, but I don't think say a result to the level maybe a bema atoyen pa. We will still need to send Kano burden share most of near government, the Juma government I did so far. Say ya hoka, which means the IMF and now Bia also assume would want say also be nyama ye in the sense ubeji tour enough, and so we should expect more taxes. I even believe say by the first quarter, ending first quarter, most of the tax handles will fail, and government will go back and bring.
My to akasiano so na yanko yensan fofromo na busia ya wondodo ye num afra se ya de beto mo animo se woda nkokobuo mu wo breman sikuma no ene nyame ya Adom TV so enti no se wo manya apartment papa bi edemu na ni nyina agina se wo mo mantafo no baako ewo ohwaw anaso yare nti sika ni nyina ekokodi mu nunti no mu bu wo manie no na yese wo mafuo mu nkokọ dan wi a wo mabọ aja wo do no mu bra mu je wo mahome ne ho na sese no wabọ nso se na nyame Adom nti wonya ba bia da Adom TV etoso
mekacha Adom TV fo na se ye do mo ase papa pa nyame hira wonye omo a ka ye ni ba bi te ka ye ni jina bia mpo ti ye do mo ase pa nyame hira
ebraka kreni na dia ma no bobi efri bremensi kuma badum kwanso eba ya na ekire se owura bi ayefen Muhammad Nuhu ene ne yire ne mantafo ene nkwada ba esi numu eka ho isan sentafo nu ba ko eyareye na wo hu sike nyina asantino ama wo fi wura tuon a nkukubu bi a wobobo awafum ene sisi wodem a wo hwe kwan so benyi sika na wode akokolebu akoyese agiri ama akwada no ebra sem no ebeto Adom TV so no nimpa ahodo pi ena aba abusuan insra bema bebo mu a kolebufo ahye to 26 January ena obehwe na waye surgery no ede ama akwada no esikuma odobimbra kwadezo assembly a owura Lawrence edutua esia eda no efa social welfare soye no so ebebo abusuan sanso ena generosity family a wonso so ewa America brichmemu no efa esikuma odobimbra kwa MP Alhaji Gansa so ema obeye abusuan mu a Adom TV ahwefo a ehu abusuan ewo bedwemu so no so no ekeka won sase a dodo na asan ni sika afa mobile money so ama abusuan a sezam no kasei wenye sika ede bia kwa han dan a wonna nkukubu mu ewo afom ho bio woni enye o TV twetwepo a bia wode hwa
Adom kase yadam wase papa yeguso ya de sansam ni bi se bremo na breman ayepe ana yipe abamu abi nso a na wo senior high school sanse bibi bebo ne kon ho ne ade nti yegya no oba fie na oba baje ayarehwe no eno nso mu asem aye ni die efise momua a ye ba ye besresre mo afreda mo ebetena so ma ye sresre ya no wanya sika na broso amene yetimi aye ne surgery na eno nso mu nsam Adom TV kase edeba
tama eba ino na mi ye na ne wo school ti wo school mo na wa say o de ne pen mo bi na ni pa na am say oto be bai na o say ekobo no kun ti ekobo no kun na mi hu de we bi abehye ne hodi
ono ne kan sa okay
the boy ma jumbi bam tim de mi ze dra me no mi na bush bi kwa me fa me tim pen
adentina ya odwen sa
because of mission be more than I'm here, so I'm coming to them. Then consume them net. Say, Eba, mean to me home, me to buy me to me home, me to me every. To some the honor me provide namina, painkiller benaminum, another sleeping tablet benaminum, answer. Me to my way, mother.
Bernard nkansa esinkete so obeko school nanso otu ana amompe na yade abonasan Bernard nkansa enye mfihie dunkron ofiri brema ipe eno no wo esikumo dobembra commence mu e wo finfini mantem mu Bernard enya akonya ekọ free senior high school ni bi e wo Soedro secondary school mechire so school na ni so ade hunu nyina ne se daachi obey military nurse na wotumi aboa foforo e wo apomuden kwanso osusu ni yi nenso yade bi aka no kon abrofo kasa mu yesi neck tumor sesi aka na tufie ekwa afini wonko school da wo kire se ne ni so ade hunu so opeso ye military nurse no ya koda baby basa
tie the update no ebebremo wo yen kase ahodo emu yeto so de mo akonsam foforo mu mranso bedwane de ma de hye wo esujaman eye Thomas Ampem nyako ene wo so wataban no echi say university Shiapon ahodo mpanimfo no the parliament agi atomo said no ene won fanye ntumu ma 2022-2023 academic year no won hwe na on fanye adwuma.
It's a refreshing say at say aban a share university mpanimfo say won a wo charge fees a ebro near ye approve no so no won fa sika na ebro so no ma mofra no ehia pa say wo hwe ahokyere aba manga na mu a say ye hwe nkakra and as I say wo hwe afani nyina ability to pay and so yeah very very important nti won tie na sopem na one charge only the approved fees.
One more with ya, a massive journey, and one so fast will be any amani buni at your
most students, to be honest, yent mean to your school fees no. Because to recall on last year's fees, I'm always drunk of baby because of school fees no mean to you. And as you see, school fees now baby na yet also senior yet as admission fee. So how can our parents afford those that fees?
Many agenda pass empinama kwenya bibisa amai and ye is sa abrabone de Yankopon adaroma se onye obi son asia eboa.
Mo wine ne de mitme hu ni se we akwenya kese pan e de man na ye dana si bebre mi say de anka mi nziri se mitme akọ school di se.
Oh no beka. My so na Catholic Bishop wo Kofodua Dawson ye Most Reverend Joseph Afrifa Jekum na de to apom de adwuma efo ni nyina anim wadwuma no de ya no won mo ye no won nsamfa bie mu nhyem na wonyi won yam enhwe esa apomden pa betimi akoso wo mu sa ho kire wo mu de nanso de won benya na kakra bia no won hwe sa apomden pa de wo de be ma wa de hye ba wona so ebeje ansra Adom kase etwaso.
To the medical director, the hospital administrator, and all the medical team, the staff, and all, I say thank you and keep up the good working spirit. And this should not be our last stop. As it has already been mentioned to us, going higher, getting to this status means also a lot of responsibilities and commitment, especially when it comes to patient care. This, for me, is a real Christmas good news for St. Dominic Hospital.
Administrator wa St. Dominic's Catholic Hospital ano Reverend Father Dr. Kenneth Abam Ekasafa secondary status asese ayaresabia no enya ne ho ya wo kire niam bia asese yi a wonom enyen sa dibre no e wo sa adwumayefu nyina eye na eboa ema wonom adwuma ene ayaresabia no etimi konkan
sese ano sa credentialing ni e kire ne St. Dominic Hospital equal to Eastern Regional Hospital. Services bia esombo ayarehwemu oba St. Dominica on Sabeka enam we say so ebe me yenya amoma a doctor for makwadare ayarehwe nwumadie mu bibia ya refer no efi primary facility St. Dominic Hospital na oba ye dadampo ade aye dada na NHIS na omo fa credential no MI ba ene de omo aba ha ambaye omo survey who say amo ya de nimpo dada enti na amo de sa boss body emai omo so omo fa emai empo na yeye enti ade ayeye ye be hyemu kena ni aye no dodo no pa
Menya no so na Adom TV Badwam kase na opai na ha na brema kwan na ye de siase da na ye odia so je brehwe ye ukofie ukọ adwuma na upie dia awade mfa nkomra na mom wetumi ahye live on so Facebook/Adom TV se enye wo na wo ye hyenkeni no na fe adwuma dia hodo ne ato aso mo hene kwabna sante ejina ne nan so se de bon krata ne tie ne online stories no e braso se ye de bro be me na no pay ye mo ache
majoso obidum bie ne obidofo papa bi majoso iri se bibia e kama PRO hwem ya hwem kwa eze mabasem be ye adwuma edi ka o ka biribi da o se aminyi ni nsem fi bo no na ye ma asemba ntino machia PRO ni obusuafo no yire nom as young as you are well obintimi si obi akono ade kwan there but as young as you are at age 40 no for ma 4 probably is at 50 no be for 5 near high okay so at 40 or 6 is very normal the ubo homodin wa brabo we kuani as I draw any a painter and also a technical person or multimedia and very much one oyire no no ma enu abusuye nyina. Well, if you dey be said na do dan kwaku for last year ending no na meka chem so be changes obetu kwa amano ne na so be ko UK no changes ne be ba ana pay ma menka che Ghana for ade hye nyina titru MPP fo nyina say a Greek minister Dr. Ousu Akoto Afriye onya Greek minister biem entino see ono so de resignation letter no and as we are talking no onam kwama oko Jubilee House at the Akoma president I tell you on authority say Dr. Ousu Afriye Akoto Oni a Greek ministry no ebe ton kwanta pai anopeya
by close of day today
eti se opeso woni pa oye so dia e bia making kan kakra dia ma no woni pa oye e ma revise eru akwadwo Alan Chelemanten trade minister ono so asifom ye ka say de caretaker minister ne ye the finance minister Ken Oforiatta enti ye hwe eni de Ghana mampanyin o de krata abase waje atuma the Obama caretaker minister so a Greek ministry. To ministry of a Greek Ghana nyina and the minister no or the resignation letter no Jubilee House. Na enche ibe won say mampanyin so agi atum. We enkomo a akoso ama bibia akokama antiasia ye adwuma. O hwe nsi anamu ni e wo Jubilee House enkomo ni yedi a. Etese bibia ye kama ene the share so the krata no be bana mampanyin agi atum na afi ono so atiesim said ye Yera Kennedy Japan atiesim said the Yera Alan Chelemanten so atiesim said Yera Joga Temoni o momaka kanyina tititisim no sa pepepe anaye na bia na obezo hu ni power ya Honorable Dr. Ousu Afriye Akoto or graduated from the University of Ghana Legon with a Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture and obtaining MSc and PhD degrees in agriculture economics from the University of Cambridge, England. Osai Juma as an economist, senior economist, principal economist, and a chief economic advisor. If you do nwotwe ewo a international coffee organization in London, England. Osai Juma as consultant to the World Bank and the United Nations on soft commodities, cocoa, coffee, and sugar. And what you so crown Osai CEO 2 international commodity companies, Goldcrest Commodities Limited and a Plantation Resources Limited, in our Ghana Hansi. In 2007, he appointed the chairman of the MPP Manifesto Committee and was the principal author of the party's manifesto for the 2008 elections. Subsequently, Yesayin, as Member of Parliament in 2008, with the 2 terms as Member of Parliament for Kwadaso constituency, Kumasi, Asante Mantem. Now, all Parliament, a deputy ranking member and subsequently the substantive ranking member for the Committee on Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs until 2017. So in 2017, he appointed the Minister for Food and Agriculture. In this role, was spearheaded the design and implementation of the Government of Ghana's popular and transformational agriculture flagship program, Planting for Food and Jobs. Planting for Food and Jobs in the under the leadership of what transform the bread basket of Ghana according to and which is Ghana was ranked 4th on the African continent by the Economic Intelligence Unit in its Global Security Index. And the year 2019, the same sector so it grew strongly by 4.7%. In Tiakasi Ekano Wasema, and in the Nyoma Waya, Mijiri say a dose yipa. It comes across as a surprise. So what you the Juma Atoho, say MPP Amanyuku, a Sia Hinifono, betray delegates no, on the Mubidin Komo Amamotimiatina, say. Semutina si ya ene na chese ono ana Obeye Franka Tuni Ediama the New Patriotic Party Odikushia the obvious NDC flag bearer. The former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The ona omobo abo nwakoshia John Dramani Mahama na enipa enum a mu wo anim pa no. Yewo Era Kennedy akompre kwa Japan. Yo era aye Dr. Owusu Free Akoto. Yo era Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Yo era Alan Kwadwo Chirematin. Yo era Joe Gatti. Anafi era aye Boache Ejako. Menim se mamponi de hye no so ebre se bo be niti sa papa na ni o nti ne adai ni mo ye sa so na era Kwabena Japan. Anafi era Apreku. And so, yeah, you mean, yeah, you're a precaution. Do you know Anya Nipa Ben Konodia? Or be you, Mutina, 80 we are. MPP Amanyo Kun, almost shame, almost afraid be super delegates. Some num bribia dana, the Omo and some Kushia, at Tumoswaba. Na any pen numa mobedican was abato numno. Na Fia Saba Tumoswaba, near Iba Ko, no Baba, party NPP no. Franka Tuni. So exciting moments, exciting times ahead.
By me say omo date crabo. One of the dailies.
Omo bujo omo pre ho he said here. E won sembe kwa akosi. And as Mamenka say Badwam your guest, special guest, Deputy Minister of Information, Oba so no ye maami nuaba abadu maybe see Fati, maybe see Fatima, inti Fati ne Fatima nyana no difference room. People for the culture.
Fatima too.
They say one because they do Fati and one Fatima.
To crack on.
Or the two also.
Fatima too.
Oh. I suppose you know what now? Fatima too.
Odini nyina no.
Odini nyina no. So Deputy Minister of Information, Badwam special guest.
Nice.
And okay, come over be begin say one kasa me kan and come over be about him. Na me kan say reshuffle makacho cabinet ministers too on be kofie. Omo ba bi. Wa make e wo dada. Two on be kofie. Omo ba bi.
So omo adwuma
no Ghana do masem pay so do masem. Now for 2 substantive ministries are deputies, ministers, and so and also the deputy ministers too. Almost about substantive ministers. Okay. Now for minister bako dimu pay ye pa beko the presidency, minister of state, in charge of, you know, because me here it will do there. Who's there? Jumano, me na magia na fi man pay. Na home job person kwaji wo UK ni kwa obeja aka say mo ka de na me ka me na kranka. There new entrance too. Ma ewum almost ebe kwan be fa so a. Eti afofo mo sha se lobby. Afofo
mampani be kan
mo sha se lobby. Mo fa afudin ni mrabra app. Yewura ya broni mu nyina venture capital mo sha se kumawufo mo sha se lobby. You know kumawu ufri buru so tema na wani ne kontem ne se obetina ho mama mpanyin abobo awia na friend anti mo sha se kumawu raso abotan so mo sha se afo mo sha se akwanya abeto ho reshuffle ba ti mo mpre na fie hu yi nwure mu bi na bibia ntimi nkọ kama na ye hu
okay de mama chana na ato ata engineer
ada wa shana na wo bona na ato ata
engineer ndisa woti
we dia assembly isia Doctor engineer nana ato ata
me man official
we dey fi achia no dey si asem so mama chia jombodu mama chia me si asem so no me kwa me fan sinche me si asem so yes me catch the point blank say the next reshuffle in this administration jombodu part of the makacho enti huncha na odi kan
ba won she dan ma me specific
met metro ministry oko so di chima metro ministry oko ana presidency wan kasa oba tampa ba ko so betutu na se enti no so no reshuffle we dey fekeke enye adwuma ketwa enye adwuma ketwa enti
by end of
president betu kwan any moment after 14th I'm sure before or anadwuna so opesa de
no they are too no
the tira sem we dey tira sem
enye na mama
David nya kasa tintin bia Mr. Mo na mesa kai mo say 2023 the area bia let's take position. It's very important. Ghana take position. Very, very important. The common tiase. Nioma asha se koso amananene miamia hodo bi no. Especially on this matter of gayism and lesbianism. No? As we speak now, as on my Ghana, we don't have a position. We don't. Let's start taking positions. A Christopher in Cremophone shall say more money in your ding. Or money in your ding. And I'm called standards as someone and probably monty. I said, but I have first standards and Juma. I still stand by Rasta man now. We are Jane now. You call back and forth on a chimata on my dear and no choose you. That didn't I call law school. They can't say you are body changing anyway. I didn't hear. So I mean, no, I qualify for law school. Now, can I see you in another way? So passe. We are Bema. Jamina for law schools. So standards are falling because we are compromising. Standards, top form of my Ghana, you just to say top form. It will be normal. It will be normal. Mamun Kase, oh, new master celebrate Daniel Dana who been to be okay, and I tell you after all, standards no follow and they follow. It is forced for no to bow. Professor Ike Wallace Bar, Busan say, Africa Games, you know. Se ebe so dia o ma ho boa no atonsuom busa Professor Ike Wallace se Africa Games no ebe so dia atonsuom because o ma ho boa pa Ghana ho boa pa ti Wallace mo ba no mo kasa bebrebe sa I'm wondering the kind of sports journalist o mo timi di ejato ministry na pampem hwese sa anyoma we nyina betimi akoso.
But back to a standard for education, one modi. Who's the eye? Ole papa. Now, okay, and Brano may know the American say. Yeah. Associate more young Coretia, once a name. And no cranket to one. Oh, say, young ones and Albano. Yeah, Abrabono, because of for no a certain freedom be. Sir, the identity film to a person and man to be family. It will be a person and medi. Now, we have a young cranket and Ketsia. a boy the damn cranny too. And then cranny hair cut. I'm saying, now what? Suku ni o haircut. The teacher show the other day. And the intimate cat.
Ye breeding aquadufo. And your mom easy means to be successful.
Oh, there be.
Aquadufo. And I say, Yomba. And nipa aquadufo no so person or esa person oye. Obi oya kwadufo no ono person say and ye no person no or say the shortest means I ye
fast ofo na ukura ne no be pepe ka na wo dem anu abi mi wa wonya adwuma wo hwe wa wo bosumi akatua sika wonya sa ka na ye level enyo level
yes
standard no fa usika live according to your
exactly yes mrani mo ayedin ye ka e lucredie by many more ayedin also cut your expenditures bia ujiri se enye papa besre e ba ne ye kasa epu eni baabia ni ho a ajo enyina ye miemia so kakra se ne be ya betimi yensa betimi aso ye ye chidware ti we asem ye ka che na no pe ba ye call online so
video bi e wo Instagram na osofu bi me ne didi e manya ba na trending video bi e ko na odi afutuo ma se enye prophecies ene mpaye ena ebemu obi edi ya na se nemum eye service like wadum bibi awo ye won wo bompaye ya sha nkom afi kwabena betoka na betoka dia na ode toka nya adwuma
na se eno edi sankom edi ewu bibia ye bia as oman ni mu nipa nyina no ene nipa kwa bisa chance omokosua exam
aha
nipa kwa bisa
I receive it me wa nya adwuma
Pierre Soria, Empire Boy Coach, you call Bremanino, one free Pentecost prayer camp, Apostolic prayer camp, no call prayer camp. All from Monday to Monday, prayer sessions are hold over Coronel Marketua. That's what we are leaning on. Who says prayer is not good? But prayer and without action, who activate you one? Who did the original? Who the only man Busa Wallace? So only man Busano after Empire Boy or initiated by faith. Obako okopa adwuma na amfa okopa contract na amfa obaso otukwa we na amfa ba ni nyina mu no otu one day na som na ekọ also the do betra as pilot in temenya de be ni 3 seconds bi amota so
tani aboso na we ya roko so ba adomonline.com e wa ha say ma mienu na tipa
cargo truck no
kumase
and tifa so na
yes me say na make say sa tractor akese no almost servicing no because we fan come mechanic shop no I don't know how they do their services it's a one rock some no adomonline.com ne dia no dia ba no na oba wa afo bi one ni kunu dada ye se ne ba ba mu a ofafa fa ne to na me ma no ye se mo enhance mo body o ye se nya ma no kwa na enhance o ne to mo ehe no mo enhance o ye sure
ye fu na ba fo fu be ma ko de la ko
ye se me ma no de to no
ye fu
wafuno me ka se oda so bubu di ati bi mpe so omu de ye kesi mini ba bi omu de ko she nyame abobi ane ne size du mana bro so Ghana na ye wo ye size ye wa man bia na omu size
tu ya bro so na fia ye expecting the The Ghanaian Times, on occasion of 30th anniversary of Fourth Republic, let's work to protect our democracy, President Naka say, and Ghanaians have responsibility to uphold 1992 Constitution, NCC boss Nakasano. Ghana to host Africa Prosperity Dialogue, and Ghana gas workers unhappy with Gensa deal. Daily Guide. First Sky Group aims high and businessman commends NDC executives, the big one. MPP decides January 31 for elections. Behave yourself in public. Ajinasari to NDC. And a taxi driver murdered at Mampo. All right, so Edesia, Osorano Pebia Kachron, me wofe, me sombo, me are proud to be a Ghanaian, Unyaminti, many Mungwasida. So help me God. Amen. Edesia, Edesia.
Sunday ba Adom TV so Adom TV so bejo dwumadi so dia wo kan se wo sempai sa kana no pa su jaw medin the Enoch Kwasi Wolanyo Wallace agudie crutch ba ko pe the only nomenclature of professors degree in sports the Al Regina Wallace the nation's presenter Adam Messi kunya ekono kwantin coordinates ma wodo sa kana no pa so e wo Ghana agudie ejaw chando so ma se nwumaku no emiensa omna edi abomiska dweteme na no pa so ye den common eba 1xbet. I've always told you that betting is always better than saka wabomodiada sika dia modern da so sabetia ka 1x bet utwa ne befu a ana udin befu twa ne kuma bi adin kuma sa no manum nemo with betting there bet with money that you can afford to lose sika yira nya ya no ene edi twa bet na fe so kwa no udi bet no so anu draw 90% of winnings nya sadia bet di wa adwene betia bo mutim betia hyehyew wani betia ko bo modern da se obetia fa ho adwen unim refiri wotwe so a emfa ho enje bet nemo we nyina achi no na so so twa bet dia 1x bet better abo ama boys 8 me edi bronya new year so 1x bet na ana eguso edidi ama nya financial freedom je fast message do tetashi infections related to gonorrhea syphilis candidiasis white fever na so depo adroi eboa prapra wahrawa na omre bo ho ema ultimate nchineche bo modern da so sabeti aka je fast na no kwese da no pabehwa dance ye omse only je fast can save bo modern da so sabeti aka bi okọ heba shops ne pharmaceutical shops de mo a ebi ho Sedimo gel and roll-on, your ultimate pain relieving gel. So a cup pain, your D, full pampas will be Pimonasidium. So a Sedimo gel and roll-on, a little bit ye fiho, qua shaman may market and a fit a man so now. So to be a cotton as a auto na Odaya Hono, Obetia from one paying for 020-821-9129. Now on a Sedimo gel and roll-on. Yen and Como. A journey of 1,000 kilometers begins with very first step. You shall see FA Cup third round. Sena matches in the Asia Koi. Oxford University for Transe. Emma Asna. Ekro Mekami and someone to me auntie. Na Bonia Koma. Efesna Akensin. Isi Koi. It's an EPMO and no. Na Akensin a very interesting game. Asna for sure 3 goals against Oxford United. Na Yenko EFL Cup. No so it went to your quarter final game. No Manchester United ne Charlton Athletic Bishes ya kana for Newcastle United and Leicester City. And so elebebo so Yenko Italian Coppa Italia. Yehwe sanema ACT Inter Milan. And so ne Parma ede Akensin ebetia boso ehonum. Afi ma mintin tom e Ghana enkomum. Na fi hwesa na ACT. The Black Galaxies of Ghana medika yi wasotere da senyame atoma. Yeko Ojiya hinkro Ojes meho ana ye the African Nations Championship 20 France channel e time so Ghana share preparations na say from Egypt and ne yebu yakitima kopium e Ojiya enchi bia ne sakese ni 18 sat of nyame atoma Ghana first game on the 15th of January and ye the sakese kese debating apem so sabre no na ye ne Madagascar ekopium e Ojiya no so ye the nkogwa kensi ba ko 20 times so sabre no na Nelson Mandela Stadium e Ojiya no e stadium fufo kra ana omu ebia no Ojiya Fortune Sand Friend emianom e the Akensin 10 times 90 minutes of soccer fiesta na 0-0 ene so nyame adom abroi pmakuma Akensin betia satwa so bi na fie hu se na hye no ebisi akọ Ghana chan team no ene Mozambique for the ebebo so na bibia team satum trudiam gide pass chan team no ebe Mozambique for Mozambique small e o Sakins kesia eno so e baso no coach Ano Walker e de nkomo hakra eja what regards to preparation so far wo mguso ye.
Yes, it's a privilege for us to come to the tournament, and we are really prepared, and we're still preparing towards this tournament. And we are here to make, not to add up, but to make our chances clear. And we are happy with being where we were invited here, and we were welcomed well from our stepping our foot on the land of Algeria, and from the airport, the way we were received, we say thank you to all Algerians for receiving us and giving us this opportunity. Seriously, on our way coming, when I saw the stadium, I realized it's a big and a fantastic stadium built. And it's a privilege for us, like you asked, for us to be maybe the first team that is coming to play on.
And Coach Ano Walker, on the Black Galaxies of Ghana, Naman Fobeka 2014 Ghana air semi-finalist, Yene Libya. And Asia can you call final no and petre sa penalty nimbo and Libya for a film 8 solid years near film or tree Ghana and Chani bi. I think I brought Mokoma, yes, I could be on your coach Bobre or Gia Glassen Awaku, one a house of for captain or say captain Edema the local a blaster team from say the Black Galaxies no. On also chess a tournament on by double ready or consum.
I'm here. I tried. I do my best to talk to few guys that I think they needed my advice. I think they needed money support. I try to get close. I try to talk to them to make sure I get them on their feet, also to get them on their level. So I'm doing all I can as a player and also as a captain to help my teammate as well. We are very motivated compared to if you see how our big men, the management, how they've treated us. They make sure that whatever we need, they are doing it for us. They are there whenever we need something, when we call on them. They are there for us. And we, the players itself, we are well motivated because we don't need any motivation than to get on the field and do our work and also to make the nation proud. So this is the motivation that we can give to ourselves, being on the field and getting ourselves ready to showcase what we also have. We are very calm. We are very relaxed, and we are just waiting for that day to get on the pitch and make sure we make our nation proud, and each and everyone out there make everyone proud to clean all the wrongs that happened or whatever didn't go well in the World Cup. We will make sure we will put smiles on the faces of Ghanaians. Yeah, I would say they should keep on with the support, their prayers, whatever they can do to help the team. They should do it back home, and we'll.
The Glasson Awako, captain for the Black Galaxies of Ghana, Tim Sampa, Nkrasha Semdi on the bottom. Now, almost few room handed ne Enyadia, yet here qualification bonuses, Cradiamo, but Ninano, Okusekusano, and Omodiako PM or Gia, Ehe, Senema Besiako. But quickly, Yanko Ghana Premier League name, na Nanoada, and a crack great Olympics, Olibubu, Olimashi, Olympus on Consoliputu, Oli Juliju, Oli Rosalinda, Oli the city is coming too low. Womo Ene Kotoko editing time so Kumasi Babaya Sports Stadium. Now Oli the can share first go him say Yatikawi, Western Nema Asia quad 90 minutes. Now referee edit 10 minutes account or you see the officiating approach from the World Cup and Koba say Kotoko Ebete Karnamania 1-1. A man for Tiasi Bisi Sabri. But ya preko awoye Accra Olympics coach no achechim say asa wehese ne mesikwa akensi ne koso no omlusu concentration ne namso e makotoko ebeti saka na bako eno pa wa ohwe na sentiment amafo ekopi mu stadium a otim sampa enye nika kra anu ada ohwe yesi has akensi obo week 11 ohwe ni pa ba ya omse omunya 4700 e was akensi $200 kra internet say enye nika zidi nipa makro bia de sika week kelewele ofie but ya preko enkoma work odijai.
From the G6, league no more, you take you off. You break here for World Cup, no? You buy, you know. You must to sneak and you won't say no. Some of the players gone to the national team, and some players were injured and everything. But against Kotoko, we were able to go back to basic. And we had, if anything, a bunch of players, and we work on whatever that we need to work on. We went to Kumasi, and I believe that the boys someone go Kumasi.
Muko Kumasi, you say as a game plan, ewe Kimamu, muteki lead in I think the 47 something minutes. Na mutransina lita omubeti. Mutumi mo de on.
There is lack of concentration. Because we spoke about it before team talking. We spoke about it. How when you are playing them, the opportunity come and you don't punish them. Spirit they will come back into the game out of nothing. As equalize against us 5 minutes when you handle home, and it was a set piece. So we spoke about it in the morning. We have to be very careful. Penalty beat our box no more. But we have to be very, 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 very vigilant. We were able to handle them 10 minutes no more. But at least and I was expecting my boys to, finish it off. Especially ball like a boy, chances are pretty, Kotoko had a bad day. When you get them, you have to make sure that, if you are able to create chances, especially with Kumasi against mighty Kumasi Asante Kota, you should take your chances, or else, it will come back to to bite you. And exactly what happened.
Yes, the anticipation of death is worse than death itself. Muko Kumasan, Namunim said, Mubetinya game, fine, see.
Oh, yeah. Because me research and me here or Kotoko no hono, when I mean, say, Omu consider Wokumase. Even though no winning matches, but no matter consider. And I know, say, Omu back me very slow. And I intentionally brought Ashikwe as a striker to take them on. The game plan really worked. We created chances, but unfortunately we just didn't take our chances. Because game plan we decided the first half we were doing high, and when we were doing high, the Kotoko started going long balls. We were doing high pressing, and the Kotoko started going long balls. Then second half, and when we started, we decided to do a medium pressing.
Yapre Kunya Rush, Air Cragate Olympics coach, a former Black Stars player, and a former Crass of Folk coach, and a Warden and Comoso 18 Seja FA11, Womo Echo Boy, Kumase Babaya Sports. No, we do see another was say, na Masachi LP, Shadows Mam Savifu Imudie, a 1x bet a bit and some was a sound sick a shebre honsem, na Amanyama Atuyi Ediamau, Jeffas Mester, and so on Satimi K. Bitty and Bonafi said more gel and roll your ultimate pain relieving gel. O Madama. Woman attached the woman and a pencil, they can see on Senpai Sakai. It's me, Jow. Within the Enoch, Kwesi, Wolanyo, Wallace. A good catch back open of course. Evidence based presentation, it's me, Jow. The act of being a good guest is to know how to say goodbye.
Adom TV, Badwam na Oshana, good yamo, a confoy, the one say one more and some no a brayer, while good yamo and some. Yada Sapawa, watch a brush and Sabre, one fear now office, and as I was shine live. Ewo Facebook no yeda munyina ase baako nyame enhiramo ene eye benada ya humene awie yen sore afena ne da etoso edu ewo January mo ti sore keka wo ho na ye adwuma na sade wo de be hyase no na wo de be wie o ye do ahunze na ekọ ne saa de ma sore ahoden so na ye wadwuma yeda munyina ase ye mamunyina akwava yan sponsors so yada mwase na enedie mahofadie mamefa sedama Hila_garment Hila no HILA_garment GARMENT I uko Instagram na usheshe Hila_garment another Roma and mama me nice dressing timeda na sena na nyame hira papa ekabi abo wo me honorade ndobo no emfama o mesro dress we ne dress bia no oko Instagram Hila_garment nana ebeye bi so ede amount ma yenda St Andrew Senior High School for ase yeda o ma se pa wonwasa ne ya awura afufufuo yi mo eso ya sene nti abatan a epe Senior High School do wo ma kono medofo yemfa nkora no nko St Andrew Senior High School your boarding your day e wo ho nti mfa ho ne baby a wo hwe baby a wo tie yemfi obetime de wo ba no akọ St Andrew Senior High School ye courses ni nyina bi so ewo ho kidi ana Kelkit toothpaste eno nkoda edura ye ditwitwi wonsen anopa ene anwumre anopa wo twitwa abofra ne so aya de anwumre nso ya kai na ehye no nso before beda no wo betwitwi ne sen se be ya ye bebo akora ne sen eho eban wo pe bi ato a wo market ni supermarket BM ne pharmacy shops BM a Kelkit toothpaste benya bi ato kidi mini syrup eno nso ye nkora duro wo moja duro ba ko petata hwe nkoda woni die wo de sohwe manikidi ministry of ni bi no wo hu se na didie mu no na asesa ma akra no wanyine fefefe kama ama obatan wo so da atumi ada Pure Natural Health won mu aduro ba ko pe wa adwama so 3P garlic mixture medofo koto bi ne no na boost immune system no na mu ahoden stronko enyuma koya da roma ene ye de afisem nkomo ahodo no ede ebrewo na ye benada yanya C4C homeopathic clinic for hospital ewa hase Dr. Michael Kojo Chiramaten a wo hwe animu say a year by this time na say wa ye mrahye bedwani wo sekumodo bembra kwa ai na so tie dwamu de aha nene wasai ababiem erade de afofofo ya cheye ya senya C4C homeopathic hospital wa ha ene nkoma ye die defective brain stem dinoso Inti doctor wa haidi obeboa ye ne ne disa nkomo dog yam wakwaba
If I'm patcho me das.
I feel so yen share into me mo afisia pa.
I think come to ye.
Se bibia e kwa kama de.
Nyankopon adom.
My phone abusia obi a ho ye.
Obi a ho ye.
Ya da se. And then so di bi nampa o. Defective brain stem. Brain. Ya ka defective kura no a chese na brain na nkasa. Hey, serious. Yeah. Nti na ho nkomo ne ye di.
Me bacha na.
Nti ya ka se brainstem na mpacho ni de meyedin na de na ye woni pedua no.
Yo me das first of all no mama obi biara fishiapa. Being my first time of the year no. Ashefo yina omo share all over Ghana, all over abroad ye mamu yina fishiapa. Moso a moguso eje ayarishe ewo all the branches of C4C hospital or my Ghana ha. Moso a moja ayarishe wo Amsterdam, Germany. Yamamui na afishiapa esikuma do bembra kwa district mpenifo ne Joe Foley ne handle mi social media lead o chicha gumo by now mema obi bia ne team ni na so afishiapa no crasem ne se kase defective brainstem as I said first of all you nyanti ase on what the brainstem is all about se kase brainstem ye share otu hose na do nsa ekọ wotu kose ya nifa no ne yebeka se wo cerebrum na benkum no ne yebeka se wo cerebellum enti between the cerebrum and the cerebellum no ase no bribia yete se ahoma unse stem ankasa no uba implant inti brainstem no we no so ye inti na unse inti so te sa homa inti echechire adwen mienu no ebomu na connected to wo spinal cord no na a play very important role ewo ye nipadua ni mu na ohwe stem na nkasa brainstem na nkasa no a sebia aye bibi round say ya nitino ye friend no mid brain na mid brain no dia eno no ne se kwanya obefa so adani weni ebusuafo a hwe left and right mid brain no na se de no ne yebeka se regulating and say controlling the eye movements of the eye. The kwanya any type or any form of movement of the eye no this particular mid brain no ne brainstem no ne top no and no na control sa na over the middle of the brainstem na nkasa so a ye frɛ bibi say pons brain and no ne middle no na pons no so ne die eno say no, you before that in crime is the mid brain no say no control the movement of the eye. Imagine say be a owo enuayare na be a weni nniama nkoyie now you only resort to be a eye drop, you only resort to medicated lens and all that, whereby the cause has to do with one aspect of the brainstem. And no ena etochima because no ne juma eye ni na ewo adwen ni mu no eye for wenua no na oba pons no so e control ni ebeka say hearing obi o ha bia like meti ho kojo na ye silent kojo then I just say ude wanwa ben na so kojo ansana wetumia edeben ate into popes of the brain no the part of that brainstem no and then a control hearing into sebia or hearing impairment then maybe resulting to obi or hearing impairment we call for watching yamano eye drops ear drops why so much way trying to get the eardrum work but at the end of the day they say one share the course no that popes part of the brainstem na and no this a problem no eba aside that facial movement unzo bi wa no say neni ase birbini nam nenimu akwesa nancy ache no nenimu ededen then obe apply cream obe apply whatsoever ointment obe apply so many things, just trying to get the facial, say, a mammo, facial kind of therapy, there. You can try all that, but at the end of the day, at the end, Ankasa has to do with the popes and no the control the jumano. One aspect for hearing, the other aspect for Niebeka say facial movement, and the other aspect you can also talk about breathing. Kwanya for some unim say ohome, all right, but ebedu baby no na ahome no ase esesa. Inte kwanya wo fa so ehome nyina no, the control or the engine place that popes part of the brainstem and no na control that you can say breathing, how I'll be breathing. Obisone dia bia yeti ho say aside breathing wakoma ebo pill say yebeka say heart rate and I say obe feel or pulse otumu so obi complaining so abedo makoma bo sa like or palpitating and onya palpitation of the heart sa that's part of the popes in the brainstem and no any handle winning na enti say wo onya all these issues distorted na say one share hunama kwa no in general na wentumi andom wesuko an share near responsible for this na the problem aba after the brainstem no na see kra no ne beka say ne bottom eno no say wo do nsa ukon echi sei ha sei na brainstem ase no wo na ase no na ye frɛ no medulla oblongata ase no na ye frɛ no medulla oblongata 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 medulla oblongata na medulla oblongata no ne dwuma specifically no one pressure. So you ask, say, for so many years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you've been living on hypertensive drugs. O life ni na kwakoye sorry in the sense a drona wofa no as and when a pressure no rate no ekosoro no na wa fedro na wa mana bafom ekosoro an wa fa na mana bofom ekon wa mana but the problem no the medulla oblongata no eno na handle issues of blood pressure ewo nipadua ni mu enti say when to me am correct that defect and I say near atochima the medulla oblongata that part of the brainstem na afede the problem ebre nipadua no na eno no emma entotoye ne kwanya obefa so aye wo niema bi enkoyie nti we ade se ebuse to everything no there is a cause na honam akwawa no I always say the engine of the body no adwen no control so many parts control so many functions and is a when to me who say ebia the blood pressure related problem na wunya no and I say akomayare na wunya no and I say wo arteries na be a blockage abe menyama nkoye no you are resorting to other solutions in there temporarily and it just to maintain the condition for some time so we be maintaining no na say one share na one solve it problem na nkasa then means say yebeka say like still no o de wapomudin then edi agro inti ye ka brainstem ya chemu miensa na sa ne part no so juma ebia edi ewo ye nipadue mu no
semu nyame wo se da boy pa o
yankop I mean just imagine say ote ho obi tumi kaso bia mechi dompe eye meya na mete ya na afa kwa kusi eye metona se nyebeka say sciatic pain no but at the end of the day no you resort to be a painkiller which you don't pay na ya na so na ade no bekom no na ye den adwen no ahoma ase na de ben atochima
and a dog me signs and symptoms no say koba say your brainstem no hu atochima
you see brainstem no atochima I mean just like I've outlined the functions ni na no obia ho na se wota enya enua problem ho na nsuo efriwenim eba ho na otumu say sometime turning the balls of your eye no like enkoyie wote pain ewo mu we one example na se yebeka say signs and symptoms are actually say that part of brainstem no ho atochima senya meka no so say wo na we a hypertensive patient what for so many years what try resorting to all forms of drugs in there trying to manage the situation na say enkoye it just tells one or delay with the result but you are not finding solution to the problem and also eka ho ota enya funny sort of breathing wa utumi say kwan ya wo fa so ehome no insatraye aba ahome ni mu intumi enkoye typically of even asthmatic patient ota enya crisis in there the main root cause no it is leading to nearby say the brainstem that part of the popes also na be akoma no so to say akoma ne bo pew and also a problem of the brainstem aya wechi dompe eta wo ya wota te yaw ewo wechi wota te yaw ewo wo kon wechi wota te yaw like issues of pain who's a brainstem more or less a say communication center and then the informations emma all part of your body into baby obete yaw bia at the end of the day it has to do with the brainstem so one corrected defect now the meaning forever you continue with the various painkillers in there utanya heart related problems ohana wonya heart attack ohana wonya heart attack ebokoko ekona ba ya rashua ko hospital we get you back well na asanya ba nini ano kokobo kire se bribi tochima ekoye enkoye ewo that aspect of the brainstem no mu na also now we are hypertensive and also one major way unze ye kan mojambro so na ababe kranko okay there enkrofo a battle with it and there are so many ways and to be as a be especially a specialized hospital na ebia omoma edro na be the edro no basically has nothing to do with be a BP drug but ebia yamount edra that this particular drug gonna be a brain drug and I say for the brainstem at the end of the day that specialized hospital is trying to correct yare no far by but at the end of the day and yet the results of the yare no
Dr. Michael Kujochira Matende di nkomosi fosi homeopathic hospital and then komono ye defective brain stem wachechre yen enema hodo no nyina mu ntimi ye sure say we follow discussion say de ekro nti say wo experience de yakeka kai bia no a medofo no otu anomo na wakọ ayresabia ho na fe yetimi ahwew if you say what kan ho aseme no na ye say fosi homeopathic hospital won mo etumi eye nti yenhwe the treatment no na fe ye monwura fosi aside the nkomo ayedi enema hodo ono ye bronya mu omo ye packages binum ye wi anaza etoaso dog yesa mo akwa babiem and we say what can say any treatment and so to say
one major problem I think throughout the Christmas and the New Year may experience it from most patients like oboha we see say be a normal sore throat say be a wo no mensuo ana wo di aduane a na say etwi wo minimum na wo minimum ya utum say wo difficulty in swallowing you can resort to all the vitamin C and all the vitamins and all that ebeko ebeba but who steady system now utum say dia eta eba afe obisu ha almost every quarter every 3 months be no onya that minimum year no it has nothing to do with say be a kuro aba umnimu the major part of the brainstem medulla oblongata no and also responsible for that particular problem of say difficulty in swallowing and also one major way na yeba treatment therapy especially when it comes to C4C hospital no send America no ye share the result of the case rather no ye share the cause se bribi I always say sankoka papa enje credit enti rather no say o share cause just like say edua esi wo fie o pese utu edua no pese edua no ebenyini biom onkofa chainsaw na uncha ucha ne 10 times at 10 times ebe free then one school of thought so actually say even utu edua no krampo a you realize say intini be cry de ben e kaho a woman home for some time etumi fifiri inte say utu asi making sure say what dismantle intinu yina that is the approach of therapy you use it into normally no obasi for say I think one yenye herbal yenye allopathy ours is homeopathic drugs na oba oman India any Europe homeopathic drugs ehon na free and ehon na dominate until it seeks to basically deal with the cause of the problem into be hypertensive waba C4C hospital ebia ya hwe bibia omama edro one of our popular drugs BP forte BP forte no be wona ya draw nipa adwen any intin won nipa ho nyina so it means edro is basically to work on your brain arteries from wo brain stem na edisane senia ebe correct into be was ofa edro no or expect say under normal circumstances bia fire na pressure na then a drop it but rather no it's just like a crow who if you na make those days a crow who you didn't so she me a crow no but you realize say you didn't so she me a crow no the more I hear me a crow no now what in a yaw now what in a yaw now what in a yaw to say totally no a crow no be woo but say who me a crow no na say woo jaya obeba ne ni na asan abre or asan aye fresh necessary wo san starting biom. So that is the type of therapy C4C homeopathy Sabia I were on my Amsterdam on my Holland Amsterdam asase so any on my Germany Ghana ha ye wo Kumase ejuso kwamu Kumase ejuso kwamu enti wo hwe every ahafo wo hwe every bono wo hwe every tamale me pamucho wo hwe every Obuase areas all over Ashanti region, Konongo and all that. But modern Nabra ejuso kwamo. Muso amoshe free Western region, Takrade, Ocean free Sekendi, Bogoso, Elembele, Takwa, Mepacho, but modern Nabra, Takrade, Fijai May Sport. Ye branch Kessie, Ewa Takrade, Fijai May Sport. So Ocean so free all over Central region. Any part of Central region, yeah, Kessia and Kasaso, ewo Cape Coast, Green Hill, yeah, sign ewo Aguna Swedru School of Business Road in so C4C Edaso ewo ho. Aguna Odoben so ewo Iskumo Odoben Brakwa District so oba C4C ewo in Central region. There are 3 major branches ewo Central region. But I say medium unti there be Greater Accra region say oh share free Tema areas Akosombo and all that they have Greater Accra region Mesra ye Adenta SDA junction ye Kessie ankasa ewo ho aso na C4C medical school no so ewo ye training diploma in nursing, diploma in medicine, diploma in pharmacy nyame ya adoma enche ye benya accreditation for first degree into more we diploma no can come and continue with the degree into that same place C4C Ayaresabia hospital no so ewo Adenta SDA junction if you are Sunyane ebia me pa cho say wo hwe na any aspect of Sunyane ye pe baby wo Sunyane for yen Sunyane ye pe baby e wo Sunyane ye pe baby so wo takwa wo dan so e wo tema na wo pese wo de boy so ye pe baby wo ho tema ana say Akosombo this year no want to open some few branches aside UK branch Milton Keynes nyame adom yegu so eye ho edwuma ɛhɔ de yenya baby nti egu so ɛyɛ ho edwuma na
ida se benya akosomu anasɛtema
me patron akosombo anasɛtema unze yenya akosombo a temafo ina betumi eyusu yenya tema so akosombo ni ho volta ne ade so ebetumi aba ho ɛna takwa so ɛwɔ ho unze western region ɛso pa nti takwa ebetumi ahwɛ a lot of places because me kota krade bra na me kosra omo a o hwe baby an krofu free ba echichi no nti na ɛsɛ you say when there are more demands now you supply nti saa na yedigu so and northern region so ye petamale tamale send no so betumi ahwe eye upper east upper west and all that nti tamale nti owo baby o ho so na pese o de eboayen a na nyame adom ya collaborate and sunyane de na ye wo ho but omo am patronize ye aha but say ani ehu say omo ba Kumasi more onse akwakọ ese embema be life say bia one oba homfe ewo ho na we nso ni mu yie a ofre wonsa you realize say afede we lucy obekọ back no na de ben aye too late ade na ben wa unhu ba say ekọ no na afede ehu eja no aba aha enti sunyane for mumbo ayesan aba back na over 221 people omu twakwan eba Kumasi no yetumesi ano kwan na Kumasi for ne ejuso ne konongo for ne ade can be served well ewo Kumasi branch emu wa
okay ntia ya dum TV na guso hwano ye ne Dr. Michael Kojochia Martin mamenye nkrato yimra meba peye bie phone line si na defective brainstem nkomo ya ye die ebia na also go through some pain bia ye nkan nanso udi wo kan ase ya na udi bia se mame nkomra medofo enyim free hakra ye nche ye ba ye bie phone line se no okay mame miansa da che hene si ye miansa nti 0302 211 701 702 703 704 0302 211 701 702 703 704 brain defective brainstem enkomo ye die bi ana terms no kwa na sosoma ba bi a go through bibi betimi abusa Dr. Michael Chromatin na fe ye anont ye twen mo course me yansa mo nwram na ye nhwe they say the locations in the one ya dey atudwa
yeah for locations
ye can see for see on say Christmas na mo ye packaging bi ya wiana
Nyankopon Adom sisi a ye celebrate ye 5th anniversary ewo Amsterdam nyame Adom a Holland aban ejin ye tu mu a maye juma for over the past 5 years in Amsterdam the enra ene exact 5 years a ye be Amsterdam branch no ano na mpacho be ka say na ye bi ano na okay na obebi okay 5 years 5 years yeah me kai say efia amankwa tamakro ye bi ano no ye invite o ma oba enti ye celebration enti ye pese nyankopon abo enye easy say obe migrate all over from Ghana na wakopie Europe na onkrata sem medically omubeji watumu especially whereby osanyo bibini eka ho na obehwe all types of people and yet that's easy na every year bia no mbetumi ahwe woniamemu asan every new licenses because you hwe woniamemu a particular year na licenses no yebetumi akasa year renew ma ebasa na akwakoye bibia
and 5 years
omunya kasa debia no enya afi na ukwakotua obi hu sika na za debi
mama fa yenyo obi wo ahoma no so alasa anopai ye mawo akwaba alasa dum o TV no volume ni ankasa wo phone no so ye mo akwaba Pacho yentio. Mento question ye, mentini ye kura mpacho say. When is it every one? Okay, dog be ya no dear mom, me da say, papa. me wo foforo so e wa homa no so Gladys anope ye mu ache ya da se papa na wo frɛ fi hia anope
ba jo mi frɛ fi ma sa
Agrekensema pato ye ntie o
so mi problem ne say every fie wo fa chi every fie wo me so bibi kra na se me ya na mi refi na mi sisi so tired ya pa ko bring sisi
okay now umodu ana usisi no
umodu kakadi na enye tsawa
okay yo nti anu ano no dog be yi anu ama me dog we dey mesel ba esa ka ma pen paper na church questions ba chi bi good ma me chi good ma me OPK so e wa hoba no so OPK no pay ye mo ache
o stefia
ya jo so be me na free hia no pay
free course
oh yo eni eche agoso fo nyina ama me nana bosompra ne mabusia
amenchia Dr. Chiremati mi ku bapa no OPK a member of MPP Afrogira communication team and a national crowd no omotimi nka o national ma me mo Dr. Abaso say o koso mai ayaresa o health problems aso na dia mesra say no ka bi say sunyane fo dika ba ho bai omanti amanfo a they am patronize dia me kan kire say yes na on sa am because my wife price tempio ka say enka obeha sunyane ba bia enka obeba ho anon so abe hwe ne ho ayare nti yes say on sa am sunyane no ma emebie bi ho na yeso e abono ni afo no yeso yentimi ade e ma beke mo
je ne pe ba bi ma no unya pe no afre dog na ja o mo ba beke ho ye da se OPK ye da se ofofro nso oso me do fo me mo akwaba me do fo pa choti en kan ye mo akwaba
hello
me ye mo akwaba
me je mu tu a mame
ye da se papa bedwam na wo hwe pa cho free fi he
ya cho be free nkranza
man side yo oba pe ntie o
ba cho me to me dia kaka me woni se e wo ho na biti ayi se bibi ni nam me ti ni me ni ho nti ya na me mu so ya me ya na me kon
ya o so na e ma na
me pa cho da bi bo na makuma e bo me peri da
dog be ya no ma
ba cha ya no ma dog be ya no ma nya ma
mate me da se papa me da se ofofro nso ahoma no so obi ani so edia na yo chiame amu akoda kwa ai ne papa Mr BK da kwa na woda ai papa nyame hira papa no nkoso miamia wapo mu ma usa nso emfa ma mpese minya owo boase na low cost no na afuma ni so minim so owo boase o chiame be chima we ni ha ti happy birthday nkoma Mr BK da kwa boase bra ha bebo me low cost ho na eja wo ai nyame hira o nyame nyo kese koso anyo kese sa na omiemia ntini ni mu ma na koso agina wo na so oba panso yire papa bi so ya chia no tie na dem se wunya fufuo no mu sa no ahu na adwene wo mu a papa se ye fufuo mu ayemre kakra bi no eye ma wo anti o chia me wunya meduru ha monyama eja no woni di ngu na kra so na na kra ho nto no pa pa me nko no obi so ahoma no so obi ano pa ye mu ache obi ani die kwa so na 2023 die yen low ye TV no volume no ni ani nkomo o phone
ya ba me ntiko fo die din wom
bacho obi woti enka yo dog bacho I say question kakra aha
say na obi nso ka say wan ntiko fo die
yo disana ha me di ntiko fo die
no crasem say ko fo die na e o kese pa e wo Antarctic guest house ni opposite ben university traffic light na C4C e wo ho but realize say na still no enkrofo bebre fi Kofodua e ba denta ko between Kofodua na denta no e ben entina o sha proximity na ehu behia say rather no ye be ma Kofodua aba beka adenta ho because do Kofodua ho but still no few ekoho na dodo na no e ba wo entina enu ntina ekoba ne santi Kofodua for anyway de ho ne adenta de onya tena Madina Kamwa, Wesiwa Denta on your right, C4C Ayarsabia Ewoho. And the last way no so yema me ba ko say na koma eta ebo pew ena niti ya ne ya na ne konwechi so ya ne ya say eba etipae no a unse obi wo ho a or experiencing ye beka say chronic headache were resorting to all forms of painkillers. So sometimes headache ni bi ba as ye de hammer ebo wutimu no wo che say na affect weni na weni prunsuo na weni na eye wo ya ebi wo ha na outreach na ewo adwene mu no moja no baby no aklote inte basa na moja no you see pressure force basa na udo unsa eto some part of your head na ube say ehome popo na moja na say force for circulation and no na edisa problem no eba into when to me and share na one clear that particular way now no amount of painkiller will say painkiller there a bit more temporary relief but at the end of the day no a bit sign aba palpitations in the pains and also it is linked to the brainstem this part of a medulla oblongata and no and connected to the rate akumano ejuma into if say o problem or medulla oblongata na unim na dia obete an say wakuma bona bia obi o ha unse Ghana nkasa no yen self doctors and self nurses no ye doso kakra no akọ pharmacy na mpacho mepa komedro o kona ko hu doctor the Ghana hana me unse your medical system no and yet to say me hu like how incomparable to Europe unse Europe no ba GP general practitioner ho na sa de no ebro no so a obe refer aba specialist but at the end of the day no Ghana ha no in our field no unta ehu much of that every physician would want to do everything and yet obia there but you realize say majority say once I hear doctor there yare aba wonim no necessary wo ye ni na but ye will be any area of specialization and they say oko na say doctor one particular doctor wakwa na say problem no persist here bisa doctor no so doctor wo betumi refer me ama specialist bia and the ebeka say second opinion obi obetumi de ben aboa na wetumi aboa on that until likewise with the pains in with the neck pains in no ne sisi area no ni na no has to do with a brainstem, and I say now the brainstem, once it communicates to parts of your body, when you are a bit weightier, and also affects the rate at which or balancing system, it to me also, and obviously nenisota a chin, and no the mid part of the brainstem, the midbrain, and they control the movement of the eye. Into one we need to chin. It's not all about application of eye drops and I say we, but rather find out the cause and into me and on that. That's right. And first call I also say ni rate free idea. Ni rate free idea. And also a memory problem that has to do with the largest part of the brain. I Rebecca say cerebrum. Yeah. Into say cerebrum if say unya defect and there ushia dia echina urebe free ana say ukura dia say u de ahye ubotom na fu be chin abro won kola ne ade kra so mo no mafa etire no akola ba ku be say mama dada de nya de na ahye ubotomi na na
una ojina sa dog ma ye won so number no because me sure say na bi mo person mo free but obu aya no per private conversation
and due to the yen 5th anniversary no into ye ma and a special promo to first 200 callers. 200 callers in a offer. Ye be mouse requested for special 4-digit code. Code no started with C4C. So like C4C1, C4C2, to 200. Into me pacho unya code na branch bia no ubetumi ede aba from enana pay and kind there Saturdays ye juma memory da so inte oba nimdie any education na meta eba ha saa so na yen doctors were all over branches Ghana ina any ye doctor Sika our Amsterdam, Dr. David our Germany, they all are up to the standard that obey to me abua ye no me deliver o pese wo Dr. Chematin so ankasa normally no first time no aya wunta ehume for your first time at the hospital aya say me call visit as a director basically no me call me review folder ebi a doctor we wafa ni say ma 6 months na makwa kofa folder nti me ba kuma say a omo be frɛ omo a omo je ayarehwɛ ewo ho nti wo yese bia wo pɛ me first time ebia na wa ye lucky na we hu so ebia me ba one particular branch no wa ba betum of but as to whether me or any of the doctors in Wadaroma package no be ye ejuma folder asisia no 70 cedi no ye de be chew internet is a wuntua folder biom for only these 200 people consultation 120 cedi no so ye de be chew wuntua biom scan NLS electronic analyzer and also 600 cedi a better of 50%. Internet also ya chow 300 and in no so Indian and German based homeopathic drugs and also ya be sign amount 50%. So far this is the only homeopathic hospital that say uba na say uko any other place I realize say ya niama different and our results in the testimonies and also high numbers I believe say it was screen also but more than natural numbers it was screen I say 050 00 40 331 050 00 40 331 and I'm also amuwa amanone yen branch line ewo Europe +31 61 833 8997 +31 61 833 8997 number no wakre was screen no ase ofre Ghana line 05000 40331 so Yabebwana wenya amanonela.
Yeah, that's Dr. Michael Kojo-Chematin, C4C Homeopathic Hospital, and defective brainstem. You know, a dim common of friend numbers, no. Near Children said they be free, you know, now so. What friend, dear, happy belated birthday, Kofi Yantechi wa have for Mansam Nemo Aliskopi, and I wish you a happy belated birthday, Nyamishrao, and your Yankasia colleague, Ademununkum, and na woda or Dom FM. Ademununkum happy birthday ko enfama onyame shraw nyame enyo kese me dofo Teresa Free US aba I no all share ti nyame shraw Mama Tess I nyame enshraw onyo kese I nyame nyo kese pa mayana yan sponsors na say St Andrew Senior High School Kelke Toothpaste Kidney Ministry of Pure Natural Health 3P Garlic Mixture ya do ono mo ase papa na do wo ka big masum
me bacho happy birthday wishes for Sana Hene of Bremen Traditional Council Nana Abranoma unfortunately na me ko birthday no na menya car problem kakra inti nana me ma happy belated birthday and or therefore amwekwa the Central Regional President House of Chiefs and also and then I pay me mawache
mo ntini nyina na se na MP no vision one wo namu a wo de bode wuri na me director Kofi Ampadu ne de ne Sunday so odwama sum se yen kanene nti Sunday na we ba Kofi Ampadu ono so ne birthday nti ye bie portal for gifts wo ba enye Sunday twem na ne birthday de be ba no kwasi ada ebebe wo ba
starting
tem to odje na amfana ni so. Nti happy birthday in advance wo ba Kofi Ampadu me damo se papa me di afia amankwa atamaklo Facebook for ya me nhira mo pa yempon ye wo man hene kwabna sante aye krado de pensem mu no etwaso
ye twain komo no so an me say ma me da afia amankwa atamaklo asese ono so de komo kama say de abre ya ka cho se asha fena senti no komo dodo na be onipa ba ko ne ba ko komodie se de be bitimati ne ma dodo na ase na febre se fatem no that yes made a amanyosem in Como, but for the first 2 weeks and 3 weeks of this very month, they perceive din coma ɛbɛboa ma Ghana mpuntu ne ne kan kwatime di mu awie pɛ na afei baabi a twitwiri ya na mente ho ase bi wɔ no yɛtumi agye nkyerɛmu ana nya nte ase kama ɛde ama medical aka akyerɛw sɛ ɛne the Deputy Minister of Information yɛ maame yɛ nuaba ɛyɛ nimnyamfo Fatima Abubakar ɛba bɛka yɛnsa nyame nkyɛ de wabɛka yɛnsa wɔ ano nti ɛkyerɛw sɛ yɛbɛgye n'adwene wɔ nneɛma ahodoɔ a aban yɛ ne deɛ ACCCC ne anamontu aban ebitu 2023 especially ɔmo asoɛ no ɔmo nhyehyɛ a ɔmo ne asoafoɔ ne Director Generals ne Chief Executives etimi egya na saa nsunsuansoɔ no ɛdeɛ na ɛde brɛ ɛyɛ Ghana ana adeɛ na ayɛ na mpɛsɛ yɛte ase wɔ nti wo so yɛ krado ɛbrɛ sem no sɛ ɛbrɛ wɔ mo nko ade a wobɛnya brɛ na watimi nso afrɛ busa baako mmienu do Minister Deputy Akwaba afishia panso oh good meso pa ye pa se meso menya se me no di san komo new year enti ma me hyasie ye be ko echi kakra bi na afia be wura 2023 mu maso no 2022 muhu ni say nyoma ko se na musi pese mo no
yo ne di kan ma menchia na menchia Adom TV ne Badwam ahwefo ne Ghana de hye nyina yaso ye Ministry of Information de obi beka say ye ne ye PR arm of the whole government na just ope aban na kasamafo na say bibisa ye nkitahodie opese ho bibi ekoso aban no ma ye de ya sede no na apart from eno no nso no ye wo entities based in under the Ministry of Information yenso so ye wo oversight responsibility wo policy aban pese ananse anamo aban ne pese o de sa enwumako ahodo no faso ebi ne Ghana News Agency ebi ne Ghana Publishing Company Limited GBC Graphic Communications Group and at Times and Information Services Department then to anamo omumu to transformation na ekoso ewo maso ye ni nyina no ya ade a omo kyekere a omo nso so de ba ye nimu me ye nso so ye kyere ya adwen na bibi wo ho esese ye de omo nkrata sem ne bi eko eye cabinet a minister di omanim esese ye koyi nsem bia no parliament a eye me minister no abokojo opon kroma odi anim yetimi to sa na mo no
most of the time I na agencies e hye no mo ne other ministries no edi ba bia no ase agya omo nyanka ase omo di hiade no enhye ndi mu wie peyosa afi 2022 these agencies about 6 or 5 year body no mo bo modern peja omo dwuma mu ni omo hyehyɛ mu kakra bo mo hare omo kakra na
emi say bibi o ha me pese me cheche mu na eye ahwefo te ase ye wo hwɛ sam SOEs ananse me mfa no say specified entities and say state-owned enterprises obia ne instrument a register and also some obia ahoden ene adwuma obetimi aye and the level of interference aban no so and say ministry obetimi interfere for instance ye free obi authority a onu obi a friend unit and department and say agency omutumi no enyepe enti bibi to say wo entity be under our ministry na ya register no as a limited liability company to say Ghana Publishing Company Limited omo ye autonomous anesa efri say
omo di omo ho akwan bia so sa
IGF ne ti omo ho ka omanamo bebre no eye omo sikasem ne bibia no omo di omo ho ena ye wo agencies being so to say eye graphic communication group GBC and Times although omoye owned by government no o share your constitutional provisions under article 163 164 ko about free press content regulation is an yama ni nyina abaya pone sa tumi ni nyina de ama NMC National Media Commission enti NMC eno omo nkita hodie no like eko deeper than ye timi ni omoye ananse ebi ohono ma ye pese no omudi nkita ho kra na se ekọ omanim a esese eyi NMC sutre na omuma di anim de ya eden akọ na teacher no at the ministerial level na na mo na ya yetu ni bi ne say some of the entities na mabobodin no subvented e kire say e ba na eketu asem ene omo expenditure items ne bi ohonoma akohoma no efiri aban mu na eba enti no sa budget na say compensation to ya ne ho enkita hodie no ka ministry no entire budget package no ho enti ma yeni omudi nkita ho sa ba baby te say ne me kan say bi a limited liability company omode omo ana raise omo sika etu omo ho ka no beyond policy any guidance de be mo omo ene say bi obi a file question in parliament aya na nkita hodie na emu mpi ete say na ebi ankrofo hu na bonten say ekoso
na right to information e hemase
me ba try
ana motiti eho offices ana motiti eho aso
aha eye RTI no un say 2019 ye pass RTI act no and it take effect after presidential assent in 2020 enti emrana ankasa de achechire right to information no achire to me a eye ministry of information ewom na achire to me a RTI commission ewom na to me a court enso so eye high court wo san hwehwe enum enti ne edikan no Oba Ministry of Information, one of the entities near Information Services Department. And the Information Services Department, near Dodo na nim no ye PRCD, ye Public Relations Coordination Division. Omo de PROs called the various ministries, ne agencies, na mo bo omo na intro ne sa niema no. Na ye another unit under Information Services Department, ye friend no ATI, Access to Information Division. Omo oversight responsibility in the implementation of RTI under Ministry of Information. And to say if necessary recruitment, if nkrofo adwuma, amoma the various ministries and agencies na so be pay information na namontete ya ITI ne de amom staff no. Omo betimi process information ama say nya exempt a. Ebi nso so ne say Access to Information Division now monitoring systems say obi be request be exempt or mutimi calculate.
For more exemptions in even the request in terms of information.
According to Mrano, any baby oko India, oko countries or more. Ebi o border on the security of the state. Any information na say about public knowledge. Ebi a wo de beba beto abonten no. Ebi a wo de na uchimu no. Nsusu ye pa bi nti na wo de copy information na wo de abefam ban ho na nipa boni ni anase obi ono nso so mpe Ghana yie ne nkanko no take advantage enti omo apply for request ni nyina omo nim se bibi se na ho na emom ye wo RTI commission eno no nya under Ministry of Information ete say ye regulator se bi a wo be request bibi wo agency na ministry bi na omo se ye mfa ma wo emra no makwan ema wutimi petition RTI commission no I to say wo appeal ma men kan bibi o enkrofo beti ase ema commission no etimi bua say information we monfa ma asemesi ana say mefoa so anamo aye information officer no etu ye say information we exempt no so wo RTI commission no so na say ne omusika asem no obonyo so ana de ko high court.
I see. Mamenka will say, I feel no one joining a deputy minister of information in your bar, the Maminim down for Fatima Abubakar and an education como a year Badwam on Adom TV, multi TV. So, what is central for Dinkita on Pay? Your command do not be the say, oh boy, Kakra. What is central for Dinkita Hungipa and none of them who metes a mate, Ashabia, Obi Tata, Centroni, Obi, a yes, Centronia, Yakayakadia, Onipano for complaining, bra, sa office on Afimora, Namoa, Ubitime to a phone. Sa, Australia as well.
Mpacha that's all.
Central for Baho.
Mpacha, I be moko by any padodo na neko nti me de say wa boss say be betimi abohu deru. Ye hwe hu say Central for bi ohonoma na obi aye bibi na ninje hu. Enso so feel say amemi ni adaje amekone na police station akone na mko ni akotwe na twetan. Enti ono no nim say bibi ono no wo ni tumi wo no. Ene fidi a ono te so obetimi dia bom. What I say, abobo na adwene ama ono so ne bo ato ne yam say in fact say me no manya justice no kra magye me de wo public enso so no sansem no ebi oho no ma enam abufuo ne oya o ne yi se ne esika no no aya na ohwe in the public interest a emwa ebi nso so oho no obi timi ka say oh ena obi atwa me unim say there's been instances a obi ababe ma allegation bi ne ya mi say mo be si akire akohwe mu no na nye sa netie na sabi yes de bia obi ohonom a odi bu obe run them na hwensie da bi ohonom a na bibi ato no pa benam perception ya forming about ni dede nti no o tie mokrasi asemese de sa na o tie ma mo ha mo enti yehwe hu se ensentrofo no bebre genuinely wo asem a esesenka yetimi sinkonwa kan ebebo ama na adwuma na wo ye na ebe konkan ama ono nso so wanya ne fa ahodi obetimi de atoto ne niam nyina na nso so de ne ebeye na se na misi kan no ensentra adwuma no omo unfettered rights ewo 1992 constitution no rights na
akonya kese pa da
yes constitutional guarantee ama omo na nya nketo amu echese wutimi free press including freedom of expression no ni bibia akekambo mu a echese rights no also under chapter 5 of the 1992 constitution by yehwenso so hunu say sabiri bia yesi obi ankoka na tra obi ankototo bingum especially in your dispensation ohwe the whole of West Africa metimaka say country a mu issue broadcasting license Ghana dey number 1 o dey pay with a population countries are more similar features to say Ghana in terms of population dynamics no ebi okro mu ni up to 15 media houses.
Wow.
Because ohwe baby to say Guinea more about 8 media houses, Nigeria about 15 media houses. Most of the countries omo ni bebresa. Yeah licenses dey man credit so me check it online there also crossing in Nigeria for broadcasting licenses.
Ghana.
On my issue and look at the population that they have. Enti yeah say enam say NMC ene wotumi so mbedi eye central for asema mom no yes Ministry of Information say wa kohoma bi a yemfa nkoboa NMC na yentimi nte aso ye na say unity bi an central ni bi wa asema obekọ akodan omo enti eye 2021 ye be Office of the Coordinated Mechanism on the Safety of Journalists eye under National Media Commission. Enti so ukọ officer eben Kempinski local government services premises honoma omo honum
atwata honum
omo honoma NMC staff asoye bi ayate and NMC say wo yen nsentroni ne bi obi tata obi tete obi edenensa account obi sell equipment anaso obi hunahuna wa entimi mmoa ma onye wadwuma yi a say ukọ office honoma anaso ukọ NMC office on be refer to sa office no okọ ombeje o claim no ombe form a panel no ma validate enti bia ye fortnightly anase bosumi bia no mbesi nkonya claims do sen na aba ye nhwe se hwana ne de ne ye hwe a se asi anase ebetimasi nti ye mpeja nkosro omno mbedi anim atro to CID ni all the relevant agencies semuntu sa issue yi ho anamo enti eno no beboa man sentroni na nya aboto ye musa asem to me anya me nko ana meko obi okro timi kasa asem to me ni even me media house okra anya den anku bi amoa me nanso so nim se o NMC boni chidom Office of the Coordinated Mechanism boni chidom a beyond no individual situation obetimi akọhọ amom so aboa no enu nti na okan ye Caleb Kuda ne national security issue ne ba no ni media house TFM mo petition office no na di anim bibia komomoje report on say eno so aboa man krofo anya nkranhye bi say ne
BBC kra na ye
wa hotoso bi oho me nsore nkotena afidie so nka say ye nkof twense kan ko ye say pinchem modisi a ye bedwa ene sa akasa ne bi no eno no be maswate enti eno ne anamon tutu a ye de ye support ne sesikasem obesri support a ministry no obibia omodema na brebia nso yegina simpie so anase baby bia yenya akwanya akasa me minister even in front of diplomatic kwana obia corporate Ghana yes so omo emwa bia omo mfa nkoboa NMC na office ne de omo pesa omo se chechire no entimi ngina nti
minister okofa Caleb asemba ya na sisi asema beto Ghana me giri se aso ya mudi nkita ho wo aban komodie mu ni tire mbatire no what really is their issue with in fact, the musicians should forgive me. Said Millie Mickey was the Mickey Millie. Watch me. Me name the no I'm going because he says Obi asemi. What is the problem?
Yo, me say as part of Beyond the Return, no, say 2019 year of return. Year of return we Beyond the Return, which is a 10-year program. Betimi ama tourism a home na so Ghana ha. ebe pagya ne mu a enkrofo besra Ghana na omudi investment ayede aba Ghana enti saa na mo no nim se o mampanyi atukwan bebre akasa in fact ye hyehyɛ mmra kra ebe ma people from African America and also Caribbean or African diaspora and obi oye of African descent ni bia osusu so obetina obenya right of abode matina one of the session mu ana mo hyehyɛ mmra no minim se ebi edru cabinet and also parliament mpo enti no saa na mo na aban ni tu no yato nsa afre obi a we nipa tuntum ko ade a utimi ba Ghana bi ena the way city no so say obi aba nso epese ye gye no ofeso ye create memories ma no
no akaini
nchi o say an ye mi osika me nkotam mmra na me mfa me investment bi wa ha me buy ya gye me ofeso per 2019 ya na Michael Blackson money a lot of the wakosi school agunansa ba hwe cheda mo omo ana omo adi ye ne number 1 Oxford Street ne kwa listening investment do Ghana no anya hwe obi e clean na ho kra etua nka obi nu aduane ho ebrebia me follow the entire interviews on YouTube me who the drove and the quality of human resource omudi investment den eba Ghana then so ebrebia se ne okonsuo na ebo ehina enkrofo aye to nsa afre omo no bebre ya nwo omo ha ya ntete omo ha obi background no be ma some cultural shocks bi na se deficit bi a nipa no be ba na out of exuberance ne excitement no ebi na the way obesi act na ebi atochil kakra mankrofo ebi abufu aba na bibi na this is the situation abrantie no call Jubilee House dodo na anya ono pe bebre ko omo ba omo kochea omampanyi no ache om so yani so ade hunu ni mo nso mo ho dawro na mo mo an ye nchekere na se before e wo Africa continent isu di here ebe ma mo kra na mo ama no ne no nkrofo abumu because omunim se munchi ana baby amu free buy no enye common akon ana baby tantantan bisa enti abrante ne buy no let me so twa amfonyin still pictures any amateur videos because enye videos se ne modi video kese etwitwa ibi ewo eye waiting area ewo ground floor of Jubilee House and also the banquet hall ceremonies for 200 baby eye ma ceremonies no unse me na me deputy communications director of Jubilee House enti minim ehoyi enti me ho picture bi a minim baby potty free enti no videos no pictures no were from 3 places the forecourt of the Jubilee House and a waiting area on the ground floor and also banquet auditorium na ejase ne misika no saa mfonyi ni bi oho no ma ebi mu argument ne say Jubilee House yempene microphone ntwa mfonyi oho what times are ceremonies ye exercise discretion for ebi ampenimfo ni bi mo makwanya mo mutimi di omo phone area event ye swearing in babusu for sanya ebetwitwa pictures ne ade ne saa ne ma no na mejidi se na ensusuye no obi a ndwene se bi abrante no ode kokeka bom with enema foforo ye wo Ghana ha de music video na nyamencha de ono ankasa wabo abonten abepachew wa yi video na free ni social account so wa cheche mu se onye shokras officials no omunim se sa video no kokeka asie ni dia music video but the truth of the matter na say se na music an no say ye de to nsanie ni hwe the potential of year of return beyond the return no na ye hwe hu ntete hu na eniema ba ku mienu bi ebeto chewa the positives will be more than the negatives ni ebetime asua ne say enam say new things nsusu ntinyame ani mu eniema ni bisisi abri bia no megide se mpanyimfo timi si nkonwa okay ene ye mfa mra we meka ho ye nya hyehye we say enka ho na anya den
ankofa sa babio
ai na brante no nso achawpa na ode abeto abonten ye nyintum because ono o say enye esese nani so ade hu ne niema bebre ni dawro ene niema opeso ye de boa Ghana no we cry like enye any video no into a patch unreservedly nti mesre Ghana for say obi en ho anticipating enye se bia officials bi sanction man akwanya say o kotwa music video ana bibisa enye bibisa na siye
enti no mesre say o Ghana for commentary na ya pepre ya hu dodo ana say de o si chechire mu na esese ye to ye bo ase free say ye ya ade a nioma bi saa no betimi asisi ne mu adesua Ibenye fufe ira okuje to ablakwa o say. O tweety o say. All those responsible for this despicable desecration of the Jubilee House by Meek Mill must be fired immediately. How do those explicit lyrics from the President's Lacton Project Ghana positively? Is Ghana's seat of government no longer a high security installation?
Let me the statements was some misstatements and answer false information bia nipa bebre so akanti ma menyi so akwanya we say emfa correct. The issue so you sue the President's Lacton no is false.
A false.
Pacho enye President Lacton
no
you see Debbie enye no a ye wo Lacton mienu e wo Jubilee House. Ye wo one a yacho President of the Republic of Ghana. And no na president ko event and even within Jubilee House who so mo de leather bi akata so be kasa na ma
no yefu say ni munyam ni 2 minutes wo
enye no a ene ye wo ba ko yacho presidency Republic of Ghana. And no yet to say communications directorate na Lacton o maya say ye nya hoho bia ye bedin kita ho bia omugina eche kasa ene wo hwe ye celebrities o makoho amono ne nkrofo o maba Kofi Kensem say a lot of videos and pictures are there evidence to show the logo say it is not the president's Lacton.
That information out there
no the enye no kre eno the enye no kre entinya president Lacton no gina echi eno obi anso me ye kra no ye events kra na okoye MC e wo events a obe use president's Lacton no President Lacton, even the vice president doesn't use it. Or no pay and they use it to Lacton.
Really?
And you know, I was looking for the opportunity say you better clarify say yes you know mixed reactions across board. Yes you bibi wom na me kan say yenhwe papa no na so be mama kwanya ma minti hu nkyerɛw what we are really getting out of this year of return and beyond the return. Na nkrofo hu say the potential for the ordinary Ghanaian no bigger than any other thing else. Grandpa, your attention was what but of course, especially within the political space, we also understand aspects of it. Obi cry a year of return beyond the return, and Crawford and Crawford and Crawford. About tourism, there, President Akufo-Addo wa boy Jumoni says so. Otan okwedu anu in America.
But that is the truth. This is a fantastic policy.
So obi oha mo kan nyina na e ha no pa.
No, enye be how obi e de Ghana be nya wonfa so.
Exactly.
That's what we think of now.
And so obi oha we aba na nani age to be the basis say emie ma celebrity kra nkochia president da emie ma obi ensi ho. But that is not the case. Oh man, yesterday year of return ni beyond the return. Afena wie ye nko a na cash ankasa nkrofo de awura krom ha sei. Tourist, enya Ghana for omatu kwa omba. Tourist the area krom has in excess of $300 million. I'm not talking about the entire value chain as in hospitality for the kind of contribution to GDP. O share drivers, Ubers, event organizers, omo Airbnb, omo ton aduane, omo ton akuaba, ene fabrics ne niema. Enye ni nyina na meka sika nkasa nkrofo de ba be spend wa hase na sesei ena me no kase as at the end of 2022 no na tourism is the third highest contributor to GDP, Ghana's tourism. GDP, yes, according to the tourism minister. Apart from gold ni cocoa, tourism contribution to Ghana's GDP arises to third from nowhere, because 2022 nkwana mo estimate say 1 million tourists na be visit Ghana, mostly also in December. Ama say Ghana Tourism Authority more authorization say oh ye ho abata events way and as say no more regime bi omutimi provide directory for events GTA are approved for the year. In 2022 alone, omo approve 50 events. Ni nyina ye ma obi aye sold out. Anya hwe kra no enkrofo de omunsuo ni omo drinks koton ho. Startups omo ye cocktails omo ton nduane ni bibia omo koton ho. Ahoho ne ba obi anso ane dan ama obi amfa ne kan hyepe ama Ghana ha kane no mesi bro nya dura obi e ko sehwi obi e ko ye friend sen brekum obi e ko ye friend sen kwawu ye ko ye nkrase no ne eja akra no pan na e din cars kra nam krom since initiative we know, a lot of people are coming restaurants. You create a whole value chain that wasn't existing. So otu eni hwe Accra baby a yebubu dan bia no mo DC restaurant and ase pub and ase baby sa. Accra emfaso a yenya o project yi. Say no Ministry of Tourism estimate say omo target of 1 million visitors for 2022 no. By 2025 e be increase it to 1.5 million visitors per year. Tourists. Wow. Me say nya Ghana fo ahoho omo besra utimi kwa event bi na nipa be 50 etwa ho ahia Ghana fo be 2 ne wom. Ahoho nko omo to aduane omo to nsu omo je omani. Also the Black Star Line Festival. Kanentete na Ghana ye event a conference center any National Theatre na 1300. Yes, our events ni scale ni bi ye say since the year of return no. It is something me call global citizen, me call Black Star Line Festival, me call Afrochella, I mean to
well standard, world class.
Me pay festivals and me se nie mani ehu na me di ho adanse. Nipa dom aba krom ha pan so mo ba be spende age o mani na sebi so obi akra the $1,000 kra na be gu no bottom ba krom ha na nipa 1 million e ba ya bisa say what is the contribution of that to the Ghanaian economy. The estimate is say by the year 2025 tourism will be the highest contributor to Ghana's GDP, estimated at $3.5 billion to $4 billion
tourism
per annum. Yes, and it is happening. Afibia events, programs are bigger and better. Afrochella na only 1 day event, or more than in 2 days. And anyasa, all the raves, Afro Nation 2 days sold out. People even had tickets on my intimate room. A domina make tens of thousands. Your friend is saying Black Star Line on a more website. I'm saying 52,000 were at the grounds of the Black Star Square. Me cry baby and I war with events near about 200 meters away. A dom no me or Barbara me couldn't cry me to me ko enimusa. But I am saying say obi oha no or art center. Ghana for do send an ekoteke aba. Ekoto kente de send kom. Ekoto artifacts, hwebri. All these places are no mere crafts near de. Nipa do send eko. And ne Cape Coast. Omo ba behwe Elmina ni Cape Coast Castle. Their contribution to the economy of Cape Coast. I'm not talking about Accra business. Na wo hwe edwadie ahokeka because enkrofo ba na eba. Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum and Memorial Park aye renovation. Omo estimate say no nko omo pese omo behu Juana na friend of President Kwame Nkrumah baby o de yesiesie ni bebia any renovations or modern restaurants in America hono. I estimated at 400,000 people per year. Share National Museum. Unim say close it down since 2016, early 2016. For 7 years, na museum near closed down until August of last year. Omubiye within 3 months, no more raising over 400,000 Ghana cedis.
Museum.
I'm telling you. And so I can't tell no. But say kwa ho. Oma asphalt ho nyina renovate ahye niema. Me say aya locally no. Eniema bi say menya na nsenthrefo akọ afa cameras no makwa akotwa. Enti me say the bigger picture is that Dubai. Enkrofo eko in droves etu mirika kono. Sabi Arabs for no moto na ankasa no. So ko bi say omo say oh, na human rights values dien mo pa hoho wa ha ne bibia. Ebia nanka individually they wunya a uniform response, but they look at the bigger picture. Again, they bread the economy of Dubai. Intino na nkrofo, and I said the economy of UAE in general. Oko baby to say Saudi Arabia. Yenya yenkramofo a ye pilgrimage or honum no. Uyi or mofango free honoma, and no is the second highest contributor to the economy. Mijidi se baby o matini institutionalize pilgrimage and asset tourism and bibino. The contribution to those economies now are invaluable. Enti nyame adom na president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ani so ade hunu. Ese yen so so create a mecca for people of African descent and African diaspora, because Ghana has say no was the key country, and as a Gold Coast was one of the main ports of slave trade. All the castles of slave trade in West Africa, 65% of them are located in Ghana. And to say no beboa ama nkrofo pese omu hu omunchi ye de omu beba amoma behwe omo so be patronize all these flashy hotels ne ohu cranes so akra baby buildings si ba na eba soro na ebe bo ama these institutions betima create adwuma na opportunities am mabuna mbegidi sanka nye bone enti no nya ni nyina na ebenya no pepepe but brano no mbegidi say we are the for 2019 to we are talking about just the past 4 years na development we nyina aba enti e kono sachare bi wo ese ye she ne mabu mu kena mbegidi say aban no
okay, so non kro pepe page we deputy minister of information and ya twetwe nkomo fa Ghana hono former president John Dramani Mahama eden nkomo bi abetu dwa e ba Rachel for baba da ben
menim hom popo ya menim executive
proximity to the presidency and the president they say information ministry so Rachel for ba
so say ya hono official mouthpiece of our bind there ya fast speculation ya
enya adwuma
enti bia hu so bia create WhatsApp platform bi wa chiche position bibia
ya me fanya adwuma
there bia no de enti me nya adwuma ya o mampani pe ene wotumi se wo freedom se mo mebo amadwuma ono nso na wotumi se otimi pam
ba likely say bia e beba wetimi
mente hom popo ye bia
I see
mente hom
ba wo hwa bibia bitimi asia na
o da bi me de se o mampanyi na afre me ene o kase fati ye koda no anase me ko ton aduane o me choba na me ko practice me law o kase odwuma nso so wani to aso a ba se me no kase de obi amfre me enti na adwuma na me focus so
na me che se ese sia na hunu mu no
oh yes no twa kwa onim ze na chiachia me de me wo Ministry of Information I can speak for myself me ye madwuma na ma ho odi betimi ebia se o mampanyi anase obi wa akire e na ohu ne differently dey am ntimi hu ba me personal assessment de minim se me focus wo madwuma so minim se me boss no abo kojo opon kroma ne focus wo adwuma
na o jiri sa aswafo ne binim o mabre ai se nkese se o ma na o mode mbo atosin kakra
se wedie mu ne ahonde mu asem de agye se efiri nipa na anumu
panaka
o ka se wa bra na me hu obi a wa bre so obi se o me de ma bra me de me mre o mai me de me mre nti
so de o ye babu na o ji na
de mu no de o se wa bra ai se trade minister wa de ato
we agric minister so de ato from
nti no nti me se obi a bra no ne te wo de
ho we ni omo de tutu o de so ma bra omo so omo ko we se o party no e be yi omo se frank ato from
so officially no me hu resignation no communication no and it is because of corporate franca
oh dear no ujina online pepepe no on trash kra na go
o mampanyin so na se o de ma omo no so and state say omo so omo de
no so we show mo
ntine no de nipa de na make no we die mu wa na short mu na anim enti obra na o mampanyin so mo de awaso na me de me mre
mampanyin mi so deputy minister for which on the mre it is a bia obi sa po on the mre but former president John Dramani Mahama I can say bi wadaroma mamenken kan kakra na fe kwa e be faso bi. It is unacceptable that President Nana Akufo-Addo has consistently put pressure on state anti-corruption institutions by announcing clearance of appointees and companies that are under investigations for wrongdoing. That penchant by the president to absolve his appointees and other close associates of any wrongdoing, as he has done with the ongoing investigation into the operations of Akonta Mining Company, is a serious dent on the already deteriorating image of the office of the president. As though proud of this honorable badge, the clearing agent, Nana Akufo-Addo, has yet again justified the appropriateness of his nickname with the seeming presidential exoneration of Akonta Mining, a company owned by a member of his political party and accused of illegal gold mining in the country's forest reserves. The shocking impudence is how and when he even did that at a public event called by the country's Catholic clergy. Fortunately and unfortunately, we are told by the owner of Akonta Mining that the minister has explained to him they were forced to unwillingly act against his company because of public pressure from the National Democratic Congress, CSOs, and NGOs. He also very alarmingly said the president called him ostensibly to appease him over government's action and that the Office of Special Prosecutor cannot touch him. This is a sad commentary for a country that has in the past been held up in Africa as the poster boy for rule of law and democratic governance. This sad development also erodes the years of hard work, which has earned Ghana international appeal in climate change and sustainable development discourse globally. In addition, the president's comment cannot be allowed to override or become a substitute for the statutory mandate granted the investigative bodies of Ghana by the Constitution. Such acts fly in the face of justice and the fight against corruption, and of course, erodes the faith of our citizens in our democracy. As enjoined by our national anthem to cherish fearless honesty and to resist oppressors' rule, we must all as citizens support the anti-corruption institutions to carry out their duties fairly and courageously without undue interference by any influences. And it's Tuesday, January 10, 2023, John Dramani Mahama, the former president, and the obvious flag bearer for the NDC for the 2024 elections. Minister, this is from a former president. Quite worrying.
Oh man, I believe, say, you know, me especially I am no. I am na me pese a political discourse no. Empempi ni ama no kreka edi enim. Because especially na abefo mfidie ni bibia ho no. Ochina bi no ne yetwa no wahwe wachi. Na waka say enti me pa na me kan sa asemu yi. Me asema former president kan is unfortunate. Me ne nya adwen. And me ne nya adwen because baby of asem ne free any nyina no. It is not a reflection of what actually happened or what the president said. Or say president a clear why akonta mining. The president has not cleared akonta mining. The president did not. Me my video of ora ononyam for kenashigbe ne question na obisai mahe also a video of the president's response and at the context within which he responded, and I am also privy to all the press statements Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources as well as Forestry Commission issue here any Minerals Commission we issue here bra Forestry Commission in particular this issue of akonta mining concession and Samra Boya or money Samatex for issue yibaye. It is unfair for the former president to state say the president has cleared akonta mining and is doing this and that. I understand because he wants to be president, because he's a flag bearer, because people will say so and he is entitled to do so. But the assertion said the president is a clearing agent and is false. And I want to prove that to you today. And as I saying said the president went to clear akonta mining. There was a question that was posed at an event. It's not like it's the church's program that the president attended. No, it's not like a meeting on mining or anything relating to mining per se. Ora Kenashigbe raised an issue about how we are handling some of these issues. President has some kind of say, as at the time now, there is no illegal mining activity akonta mining is carrying out. Listen, as at the time I walk on. And it is the case because Muninamo ya aware say press statements about from Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, any Minerals Commission, any Lands Commission, no, any Forestry Commission, they had stopped their operation pending investigation and as an outcome of those investigations, which they had stopped. There were journalists who went there to confirm, say, ampa or barricade near bubu ejuma no mejai, which they had stopped. So it is a fact, say, as at the time now, akonta mining has other legal concessions in the country which are not in contention, which they are working on, which I don't really have any problem with. If they have concessions that are within the remit of the law, and concessions which predate President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, concessions which were given when the former president, John Dramani Mahama, was vice president and president. So if there is any contention which is in relation to illegal mining activities, now president say to his knowledge, as at the time or kasane de se na bibi se ekoso o matwa so ana bibi sa nkoso a which is also the positioner Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources at the aba outer on what basis and a former President Mahama say President Akufo-Addo clear contaminating. It is unfair if you take the president out of context and take him out of his specific statements. Now would the creativity be for political capital? It is unfair.
So is it just to suggest that there's ongoing investigation on this matter of Akunta Mine?
That is what the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources stated. That is what the press statement that came out stated. I don't have any contrary information. So I know, say yes, they were doing investigation. And until say Omomo Beba say your outcome, this is your final position on ABCD no. Omomo no more your friend is saying staff on the ground and also omo tubo for they call that specific area. And I say areas are now ye was our contentious issues and I say mentime ho ase no as to what they were doing. Is it Nimri
forest?
And no omumu pe and information adequately to come out say these are the findings. And your obia person they complain ko baby no mo prosecute. I am 100% behind every anti-corruption agency ayate. Now the president in the Office of Special Prosecutor.
But the last time on Newsfile, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, I think 2 weeks back, if I'm correct, complained about the unpreparedness of this administration to fight corruption.
In terms of what? Maintain until unless I'm privy to a specific comment.
Yeah, I'll get those.
Is it because of money, sir, or is it because of bursary support? So what I say, a year commitment is in a lot of ways. And maybe it can be in relation to salaries and abibisa. I wish I was.
But the commitment of your government in fighting corruption,
the government is committed. The government, the evidence of that commitment, no cramponi say, obia okay. So it be crampo ebi oni abane nyadwene. But abane to no say ye gidi say or no beti me the corruption no fighting any muntu onkot now. Is it not evidence of the commitment? It is evidence of the commitment. The establishment of the office. Obi Krabeka say ene sika mo de beka kosi sa office ne de nka mo fan kosi chip compound bi o mekras ananya sa. But it's a priority among priorities. Inti na aban no atu sika ye two offices si honom. Ya chechire mra. Ni nyina if people know the process you go through just to even get a law emra say enye ha. You won't even say the aban no is not committed because emra no mpo e de chechire adwuma no kra na eda ho afebo. Aban ko aban ba obi a wo pepa bia be di Ghana so obe use the aye adwuma enti to vaguely say aban na nya committed there.
Okay, so this is my joy online. I have not seen much commitment from government in fighting corruption. Kisia Jeben, and let me read. Special Prosecutor Kisia Jeben has questioned the commitment of government in rooting out corruption in the country. According to him, he has not seen much support from the state in dealing with the menace. Speaking on the 3rd edition of the Joy Change Speaker Series on Newsfile, he noted that over the period, he has only seen lip service being paid to fight without any substantial commitment. This, he said, must be changed in order for the country to make meaningful inroads in the fight against corruption. On the part of government, is the government ready for the fight against corruption? From where I sit, I have not seen much. I have not seen much commitment. I have heard lip service on too many occasions paid to fight against corruption, he stated on Saturday. While urging the government to improve its commitment in that regard, he also called on Parliament and the generality of the citizens to be more dedicated to fighting corruption collectively. This, he said, will complement the efforts of his office and other relevant state agencies who are committed to making corruption a thing of the past. If we want to fight corruption, we must all get involved, he urged. He pledged that the OSP will protect all those who provide information. Okay, so that's basically the point he's coming from.
There is one aspect of his comments that I agree with, and another aspect I think is vague. For instance, if you say you haven't seen much, you know much is subjective. In Tinebia, specifically, or also say,
much commitment from government, which is what?
Subjective, which is what? Ebia will say, na ye pe ebia cars bear say 30. na bia ya o ya mai one
asemba so mba ba odo
asemba ya asem ye yes ye koka no omo si ye nja so atemase eno de ne ya tie akire na ye nya but we no enye specific ye vague but there is another aspect of his call am ne ya adwene say a collective effort se na misika ye no se bibi koso wa ha say na wo se won kan ebia omampanyi te no office special prosecutor te no office ono wo hu ne ye koso wo ho no enti the general attitude of us as Ghanaians to volunteer information to put ourselves forward say ye beka no kra ne ye beboa manhwehwemu bi akoso in the face of threats aya nkasa e face any a general attitude me say omani be ye start free me ne wo say me mete hoi me say me nya corrupt me nya madwen say me corrupt any o wote say oh ye kokot ye say ye the politician bi kwa akogina say ni bi aka hu say me nka ho say I mean you have to first of all be accountable for your own actions and our inactions. In general attitudes, any sense you be boama all these security agencies and anti-corruption institutions, no, you be volunteer information among. Obi beti me de asema kona witness ne se men kan men fama no asema ma de na be. Say be asida. Yemfa asema ko CID mo invite investigator no man ka say me person me no mo be me interested. E dey na obe ya asaban. Ya ban ya sede ene na egusu ye. Ene say bursary support auditor general special prosecutor Shraj akohoma esese eko no mutu adwumayefo ka no munya bi from operational expenses. Ne say wo si gina say be investigation omu osika to file all the processes. Omu osika omu de be bo a lawyer for chidom omu de be gada investigation. Eno ne aban no commitment to me na aka ni nyina emra no any autonomy no emra no the amount and this idea about oh I haven't seen much no I would have appreciated say or beka specific say anamo A B C and aban no too me gidi say omo ka so omo be ye we then so lip service because we na amo obi adwene mai ni bebre yeah thank you so well e bia specifically o kan say ABC a obi nso be gina bia ka say na me na wonya adwene aban na ye bi ana anya sa enti no me gidi say me de me say utumra no akire si obeka aka no preko enka kasa preko
so be join in the last 10 minutes okay but nyoma minu minister me be join 0302 211 701 0302 211 701 Ecosi a year for. And you want quickly updates on COVID and engagement with our ministers, director generals, and a year chief executives. No, we will continue.
Me pa trying a year Ministry of Information. No, ye ni so adi hunu. Ene se ebe ma information na atre akobe bia. Ne etosu mienu ne edi kan boss no ne say access to information. So be pay information a free any public entity wha any kwan so omo bre. Say mra ebo mu chidon na ne etoso miensa no capacity ye try onim see ye share media capacity enhancement program afi pepe ni January last year any ye first cohort no ebi o ha na esika sem for me bo modern say ye betimi aboa ye be ya hobo ye be boama ya the next cohort
Ms. Ampacho mama first Sami na afi Ms. Ambra back na be wrap up my Sami ma chi apom ti say oh, Samuel Tio one son where you are no Wadaroma 2023. Take a position. Don't do that. Samuel Marchi. But my feed you in from Kakre, said about what feed you in from say a bit made in Como ye brainy hole. What same be saying? Okay, so Sammy, whilst you are doing it, Anita Bakayensa, Anita Machi and Apom to say. Hello, Anita. Anita Machi. Oh, okay, so Anita, so my minister Konko, so nobody and I bring it in her. Minami Bisa say, ye be who that interactions need be an after COVID update.
Never try. Last year, minister's press briefing, kwanye base 60.
Okay.
Not just say 52 weeks and I say now training be okra twice.
Their suggestions say moon shifting from Accra. Monko other regions, you know.
Won say you invite regional ministers no, e mo nso be briefing wa ha. Ni ani so ade hunu ne say e be call regions no. Ba wonim live production akade ne ho akohoma ne ho asem. Yesusu ye na sikasem mu na e bibia.
Okay, obi aba o good morning apom ti say.
But nyame adom ho be na mo so e.
O nyame adom boko.
Yeah, that's it. O man nyame shira mo ne ma pa mo bona no pe ye na ye ma me Fatima so ye na na si bi pre fa. Wa ma ya te ensem bi pre ase anopai. Nti dia yesre aban no se edrume bi a aban nyuma nyuma hodo no so a ewo ase especially ewo district assembly no so so mo depend information ahodo a office na kasa de mo ewo so ho na edrume bi a mo so any efra ewo niema bibiri ho ntia ka bi o so as information ministry no o so emra ase to bi a constituencies ebi a district any aban enyuma na ko kasa so fo mani meto form share ade kakra emai na o ma hene itwato so ye education hon so information minister there so education teacher for na post on be brain so staff I so akam iti why information minister di bia na him ya no bia o ma you because e be martin from March last year for film I dis no embai.
Okay.
My
yo, Same, una obetwa to office brain so kra na Same mache. Same mache. But what are with you?
Mine no ho asem mo kan. Hello.
What with you?
If I can tell mine ho asem mo kan. 2016 na me ye adwuma man so. That mine here. Na China phone it me the gold. A friend saying paint to rubber, no the cop. That time many and my sister more fight that corruption na also a permanent in the honor. But that means say former president or the 40% of the good every GDP growth. I think it's an idea. Yeah, so yet is say the good in oil. Now if you more fight better than economy no. I
all right, yeah, that's it. Minister Mijidi said next week is also show schedules need. Because we then come on, wait to be just a second, it maybe remember na hangi ho. Na what to me because of a bridge, what my rapport up here. Then we can just make another appointment.
Yo, me wrap up no na meka say me magana fo nyina afishapa. Mejidi say 2022 na ya afi bia na emu odin. Ye president Krabeka say economic crisis mo. Na aban na ni so ade hunu ne say ye betimi ahyehye recovery program bia ebeboa me ye free baby emu odin na ko baby agana fo nso ho behinha ho. Eno ne ani so ade hunu a ye guso ayeko. Na niti true ewom ene say ye try to mop up revenue mobilization. Ye trying to increase local production and things also say be fiscal responsibility e be cut government expenditure. Teacher me did say these are 3 of the 7 principles am did say dey be konkan.
Okay.
Enti Ghana for mo ye chidom na sa na mo ne nhyehyɛ na ye especially with the local production. Ye targeted to cultivate 110,000 acres of local produce say rice na nkeka.
Wow.
Unim se kuma wunko a NSS. Unim NSS. Omo secure 50,000 acres. E o kuma wu omo de bedomo. Omo cultivate 2,000 acres dada. Da kresa oma ono abo asibede okofo ne kohwe ade ekoso o bronya yi unse the local rice do na na di.
Yes.
Enti no eniema ekoso a ye focus towards economic recovery no. Ghana for mo ye chidom na
very much
no ye betimi a
very much fortunate bo akodua kuma woman hene ye da say 50,000. Wow. So ye be that minister one word in your language hwe camera na ka che nkofo.
Yo, mabise kwem nam posi azozo ya big nwa Fatima to Abubakar nete yompal when am no son kateto ma wosa kentu mposi awsa
Vaminim mposi house
me mama fish apa senya me ma ye juma nkonkan
good thank you so much what the behavior